Hello, very good morning to you and welcome to Jewellery Maker this fine Sunday morning. We've had a great 3 days, haven't we, in terms of weather? It's been really nice. It's that autumnal sun with that lovely crispness in the air where you still need to wrap up warm, but at least it's not raining. Hope you're having a great weekend. We've got a jam-packed show. It's going to be as frenetic as yesterday, quite frankly, because I don't know how I'm going to fit it in. I've got beautiful graduated garnets that you won't have seen before, a stunning emerald, gems of distinction. I'm going to talk more about that hand cutting that happens in Jaipur in India. An amazing chance to have some graduated topaz, so 20 carats more than yesterday, almost like an instant necklace that is ready to be stranded. I've got some beautiful multicoloured moonstone, an icicle bundle. I've got it all. Got this wonderful offer. Can I just show you? Have you seen these before, Dee Dee? I think you saw them months and months and months ago. They're just incredible. Look at these. They're ready-made torque necklaces to go. And 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Is it 13 in the pack, darling? You've got a pack of 14 multicoloured, the steel chains with the tie clasp and all the different colours from pink to purple to turquoise to green. So we're going to have a big, big auction on that. I've got some of that lovely aluminium chain in the silver, in the pink, in the green. I've got bundles with it and because you know how quick the black spinel sold out. Lovely, lovely Belinda. I spoke to Belinda in Glasgow yesterday. What a lovely lady who'd bought the black spinel. And the only way we can get it now, I've managed to get it with Dee Dee at the end of the show in the last hour, and it is in a bundle, okay, because it's already been allocated to a bundle. We can't buy it separately, but it is still at a fantastic price, and you get extra anyway. So let's start with the, oh, I haven't even introduced my lovely guest. That's how remiss of me, that's terrible. And she's beautiful, and she's a vision, and she's the lovely Debbie, here she is.
Good
Not
morning,
the Debbie
everybody.
McGee,
Good
not Paul
morning.
Daniels' sidekick.
Oh no,
Oh no. How are you doing, darling?
I'm very well, thank you very much.
We're feeling all of a kerfuffle this morning, Debbie and I.
Yes.
We don't know why. There's something in the air.
Yes, we're confused.
All confused
Yes.
and sort of at odds with ourselves.
Yes.
Even though, you know, we've been here and we got prepared, but you just feel all
Yeah.
a little bit
Don't
on
know what
edge.
it is, never mind.
No, but I think there must be just something in the air.
Yeah, I think
must be
so.
just something in the air. But we're going to have a lovely fun show. I'm going to start with the early bird, and we're going to continue with loads and loads and loads of offers. So please, please, please make sure you don't miss out. I'm going to start with a 2 for 1. A 2 for 1. And is it the pins, darling? Yes, it is. Now then, she says, moving her grapes out of the way. Here we go. We were talking yesterday about the prices of your precious metals. And here we've got these beautiful, beautiful head pins that are lovely and long. These are the sterling silver head pins with a lovely 2mm ball. And have we got the lengthwise on these? 45, yeah, because I could feel that they were actually longer than 4 centimetres. You know, like the extra long eye pins we had yesterday, they were 5 centimetres because you were asking about just having it a bit longer to go sort of in those longer gems. So, because normally when we have our head pins, they're like, we've had the 2.5 centimetres and the 4 centimetres, but these are 4.5. So you've got that extra length for threading on your gemstones, especially those beautiful high-end emeralds and those beautiful high-end topazes. Now, on the website, I believe there is the wrong photo, but the right code. So the code is right, the description is right, but the photo's wrong if you're looking on www.jewellerymaker.com. I apologise for that. But you can dial on the free phone number right now because it's definitely what you're getting. Now, it's 2 for 1, so normally there are 20 in the pack, all 925 sterling silver. You're actually going to get 40, obviously, for the price of 1 pack of 20. And I'm sure Debbie will tell us, how handy are your head pins, Debbie?
Oh, they're really handy. And the nice thing about having the extra length is if you don't want to use it on the extra long gemstones and use it on the standard gemstones, the bit that you cut off is usable. Because sometimes with the shorter head pins, the bit you cut off is just too short to do anything with.
It's neither here nor there.
No, but at least you can keep that then for doing your chain
That's
links
true.
and what have you. So
Yeah.
it's always useful.
It is, because we can make our shepherd hook earrings out of them. We
That's
can do
right.
our own little sort of links, like you said, for charms. You
That's
can cut
right.
those balls off, like you said, put them in your polymer clay.
Oh, I've got bags of them at home, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't throw anything away, don't throw anything away.
No. So yeah, exactly, wonderful. So they're really useful, obviously, apart from the obvious functionality of actually just, you know, threading the gems on and use them as you would a head pin anyway. Totaling 5 grams. Goodness me, 5 grams of sterling silver. I'm already adding up the cost in my head. So 40 of these, they're 4.5 centimeters each. There are long, extended sterling silver head pins, and we were talking yesterday about the nobility of these precious metals, okay? And you've got wonderful malleability and ductility in your sterling silver. Very strong but lightweight. Silver is the most lightweight of your 3 precious metals, but it does have that wonderful, wonderful strength. And it is, as we were, talking yesterday, it is that feeling of how, the silver looks in your jewellery, the opulence that it adds to your jewellery. When you're selling your jewellery, you can clearly demark that it is 925 sterling silver, which obviously is a huge selling point. And when you're giving your jewellery, I mean, that is a huge plus point as well. So we love our silver plate because it does give that affordability, but we also adore the beautiful preciousness and opulence and gorgeousness of having that noble precious metal sterling 925 silver. 40 of them. So for the price of the 1 pack of 20, MIGC 45, you're actually going to get 40 this morning with my early bird. £5.95. It's like £1 20 per gram of silver, which is ridiculous because we were talking about those gold prices rising the last 2 months. And honestly, silver has followed the same course, the same remit as well. I should have looked up the silver price this morning for you. Forgive me, that's remiss of me. But what I'm going to do, hopefully at the end of October, is do a silver sizzler show instead. And let's give you, this is a taste of what you can expect. £5.95 for 40. So it's working out at, I mean, what is that working out at? What is that working out at? How much? 14 pence each for silver? 14 pence for silver.
That's ridiculous.
Or is it 45 pence? Oh, somebody do the maths. I can't do it. We're all over the kerfuffle this morning. We can't do maths as well. 40 into 60. That's somebody do the maths. Somebody somewhere do the maths for me. Usually I'm quite sort of on the ball, but not this morning. I don't know why. £5.95. 40 of them. Beautiful. And that's £5.95 just for the 1 pack of 20, and obviously you've got 40 there, so well done. Because what we're doing as well is we've got just over 100, did you say, darling? Yeah, and I can say 50% of the stock's been allocated, so congratulations to the early bird. Lovely to see you with me this morning. Thank you for getting up so early to celebrate with us here on Jewellery Maker. If you're on the line, hold the line. I've got so many offers for you today. It just builds and builds and builds. Friday's my favourite day of the week, and then Saturday we had the gold rush, and then today we've got even more for you with the gorgeous Debbie as well, and all her fabulous talents. She's got a lovely polymer clay bundle, bundleicious bundle to come on later on as well. So, because we always like to draw on her talents with the polymer clay, so we're going to have a little section of the show devoted to that. So if you're thinking ahead of that moment, please do. If you want to ask Debbie any questions, this is the time. We didn't get time to ask Rachel anything yesterday, did we? The jewellery was so gorgeous, and all the quiz and everything else we were trying to fit in. We didn't get time, so I'm sorry if we didn't answer your questions, but I think everybody was just answering me quiz, quite frankly. £5.95, and well done to the winners yesterday. But she was very generous with her giveaway, our Rachel. There's a lot that went in those parcels to those winners, so well done to you. I was very jealous. I didn't, it all went to you. I didn't snaffle a pair of earrings or anything like that, honest. Cross my heart. £5.95 for a pack of 40. Lots of people increasing their stash because what we're doing is we're getting ahead of. Look, I haven't even taken the gold nail wash off yet. I just liked it. I kept it on. So £5.95, MIGC 45. I have a pretty good instinct here that this is all going to go this morning. So well done to you for taking advantage. Should we do another 2 for 1? Come on, let's do it. Come on. Let's go crazy, girlfriend. It's my last day with you this weekend. Not forever, like, or anything like that. What are we going to do? What are you going to give me, Dee? Gimme. The bead caps, those gorgeous flower bead caps. Yes, please. Oh, look at the gorgeousness. I love these on pieces. Oh, I think all the beautiful silver head pins have been allocated now, but I have got a kit later on with 42 pieces of sterling silver as well, as one of our 3 kits. But these are sterling silver as well. Look at these. These are so pretty, as Debbie I'm sure will concur, when you place them over a gem, just as a finishing point. So you've got your head pin and it threads through with your bead cap. And then your bead cap just sort of sits on top of the gemstone. These lovely garnets that I've got coming up later on. So it can sit, you're not really seeing that, are you, Jack, really? I've not done that very well, have I? But basically, it just nestles around the gemstone. Or you can do them back to back, sort of top and tail them like that. So they're just like a lovely feature. But they're lovely to sit 7mm on top of a gemstone, like a little crowning glory. And they really catch the eye, don't they, Debbie, in the pieces? Thank you, darling. That would have been a lot easier than the kerfuffle I'm doing. Why didn't I think of that? That's why she's the jewellery maker, the lovely Debbie. Right, yeah, this is what I'm trying to say. So you can have them back to back like that on your head pin, which is beautiful, and then your gemstones either side, or you just have one that caps your gemstone. You just pop it on, it sits down, you've got your individual gem, and then your gem goes on top, and it's just a lovely, lovely finish, and they really catch the light, don't they, Debbie, when you see them on pieces?
They just highlight the gemstones, don't they, really? Yeah. Because sometimes gemstones look stunning, but the silver around is like putting a frame around a picture.
It is, definitely.
And it just catches the light, and I just think they're stunning. They just add that little bit extra to your jewellery.
They do, just that little bit of essence of opulence and expense.
Yeah, so even if you just do a bracelet and just put two either side of the main bead, a feature bead, and that's all you need.
Especially a rich garnet that's quite deep, and then if you see it in the daylight, obviously redder, but it's quite deep, so you need a reflective light on it, like the silver.
You do, they're lovely. And
they're adding up to 4 grams of sterling silver, but you're not getting 20, you're getting 40 of those. Let's give you a crazy morning, Sunday morning price. So we've got our head pins, $3.95. What do we ever sell for $3.95? These sandwiches. Jack's cap, $3.95. That's a bargain. He said my hat didn't cost €3.95. It's a designer. It's a label. Your granny knitted it, I know. $3.95, that's fantastic. And all the workmanship that goes into them. The other thing you can do as well, they're slightly curved, obviously, to fit the sort of the roundness of a beautiful gemstone. But you can actually flatten them as well. You can flatten them. Oh, they've gone. Oh, well, that's great. Good for you. Good for you, jewellery makers. Don't hang about today, will you? Actually, while we're here together, look at this. The graduated garnets. Look at those beautiful gemstones. Just fantastic. End of this hour. Now, they look quite dark on screen, but I assure you they are very, very red. You just got to see them in the daylight as well. So it's just the way gems and their natural properties are. Do you want your head pin back, darling?
Why not? Good idea.
We don't waste anything here.
No.
Oh! Hold on. Look at this gorgeousness. You know what I'm like. Naughty. Shouldn't show you anything, should I? Till later. We had 30 carats yesterday. Can I say they flew out? This is 50 carats. Aren't they stunning? Graduated, hand cut, sky blue topaz from our gems of distinction. 50 carats. Oh, yes. Now there is 18 centimetres longer on the length than the strand you saw yesterday, which, don't get me wrong, that's not a criticism, just an observation, but just beautiful. And remember, every single gemstone, as we know from our lapidarists in Jaipur in India, and obviously you'll start to see the footage now behind the scenes with Chloe and Carol, how these gemstones are literally faceted and cut by hand, and each gemstone, and this is no word of a lie, takes each gemstone on that strand, and there's got to be close to 100 on that strand, takes 30 minutes each on average, because you're cutting from the rough, you're pre-forming, you're cutting, you're polishing, and then you are hand drilling one by one. It's all done by hand, every single gem, and then you're getting the graduation as well. Genuine natural emeralds. I know! And Debbie's got plenty to tell us about the colours that are in this season as well. The moonstone. Oh, yes, please. The moonstone. Look at this. This is, the schiller. I've just got dancing off the sides there. Just beautiful. It is glowing, and I love this. Because this looks like that beautiful silvery grey of the anchor of the moonstone you get not just from India as well. Oh gosh, I did this last time, I forgot. Anyway, you've got the peaches there as well. You know, the moon was really big last night, and then you've got that schiller. Can you see that, Jack, at home? You know, because once you start to separate these gems, you see that schiller. Yeah, can you see it? Because of all, they're all yeah, it's like a glow, isn't it? And then we move into the silvery dove greys. Oh, look at the moon glowing. And then we've got the oranges, like a blood red moon, like a Sherlock Holmes. Ooh, the moonstone. Again, all from our gems of distinction, cut by hand. I'm going to do that 11. I'm going to do that 11. Emeralds at 10. Can't wait that long, Jack. Cannot wait that long, Jacqueline. But I'm going to have to. Beautiful. Carat weight wise, that is 60 carat. Hey! Alrighty. The lovely Debbie's with me. She's got a challenge. She's got a challenge. Do you know what would look lovely with this challenge as well? That moonstone. Because the theme of this beautiful bundle that we're going to give Debbie is icicles. Now, if I just put the moonstone in there as well, can you see why I say that? Do you think that goes?
Oh, that's lovely.
Yeah. I know, a little bit of naughtiness. We'll have to sneak a little bit over to her, do you know what I mean? Yeah, this is going to be our challenge for the gorgeous Debbie. Now, let me take you through what you're getting, because I love a bit of wood. And here you've got, I just think this is genius, the mix. You've got this beautiful, lovely ivory light wood, and it's just, it's a lovely cream. It's a lovely clotted cream colour, isn't it? It's a lovely full fat, good old dollop of clotted cream colour with a big smudging of jam on the top there. And beautiful and light and pale like the ivory moon. I just love these, and they added such a lovely texture to your designs. They're so lightweight, they're so beautiful in ladies or gents jewellery. So it's great to see the wood, because they do come up very sporadically on the show. It's not always something we have. Then we've got the double drilled, and this is exciting as well, because this will take Deborah in all sorts of directions, of the beautiful ice white frosted quartz. And you can actually see it's a semi-translucency, like, you know, when you wake up in the morning and your windows are slightly glazed over because, you know, you need to open the windows and, you know, you double glaze, you've just got a bit of condensation, so you can still see through it, but not quite. That's what it's like, isn't it? You can still see the temporary strands through there, but they do add a very sultry, demure feeling to your gemstones. I love the gloss and the shine, but they just add something else. They've just got that edge. Then we've also got these two beautiful pendants. Look at these. Are these white agate, darling? White Chinese jade, white quartzite these are. So real snow whiteness. That's very hard to actually get in your gemstones. When you think of those really ice white, pure white, I mean, even your pearls have a sort of a sunrise orient, don't they? Even your howlites have little striations in them. So real crisp, clean snow white, just beautiful and so dynamic. And when you look at the textures, the opaqueness and that lovely white glassy luster against the frostiness, and then the buff, lovely rich finish of the ivory wood. We've got some beautiful interplay of textures and looks here on gemstones. Then let's glitz and glamour it up, because, you know, as I'm sure Debbie will say as well when we were talking to Cherry, it's about layering, it's about texturing, isn't it? Especially in those big, chunkier pieces that you want to wear over as the clothes we start to wear for winter become chunkier. And look at this, I love this. It's the silver aluminium coloured chain. You get a metre of it, it's pre-cut. This is a textured one, light as a feather. You know, it might look a lot when you first cut it, but you start to cut it, you start to play with it. You can just use a small 6-inch length in your asymmetric necklace, maybe a little bit for some earrings. I saw Sheila take these all apart and then layer them in threes in between gemstones. So there's loads of dynamic ways I'm sure Debbie will explore for us today. And we're looking at, actually, to buy all these pieces separately, around £34 basically. Let me just set these up, because these are all beautiful, and these take so long to do, because basically with our beautiful satin finish on the silver, and you've got all these different shapes, you've got all these different processes to actually achieve, and you've actually got 7 in this beautiful bundle. You've got the round, you've got the heart, you've got the parcel, the cowbell. These are all hand made. And the stages you're going through, because as we know, having just come back from India, you're actually, first of all, you've got your sheet of metal, then you're cutting that sheet of metal of your copper into strips, then you're actually cutting the shape, then you're actually folding and creating the sort of puffiness and soldering it. And look, there's no solder spots or lumps, so it takes great skill. Then you're making the hole, then you're actually rinsing and degreasing the actual metal shapes themselves, so you get no particles. Then you're doing the copper plating, or perhaps the rinsing. Then you're doing the silver flash, and obviously texturizing that. Then it all goes in a big machine where it vibrates, you know, at 25 volts to literally get rid of any particles, because this is why they feel so smooth. Then it is rinsed again, then it's dried, if you like, in a hot air oven for 10 minutes. Then they're literally cooked in a furnace for another 25 minutes, 140 degrees, and that is making sure that the silver attaches itself to the copper, that the finish is beautiful. Then you've got the polishing of the actual bead itself before it finishes. Now I'm just talking about one bead. So even if I just had probably, I'm doing them all one by hand, and then on each process I could probably do, when I'm actually putting them into the furnace, as it were, to heat up, and the rinsing, I can only do about 6 there. They've all been done by hand anyway, and each one will take an hour and a half to 2 hours per bead in the making. Now you've got 7, so their workmanship, and I'm sure Debbie will concur with this because she knows how long, you know, it can take to make a polymer clay piece. The amount of time just these 7 took is just immense, isn't it?
It's just incredible, incredible. I mean, I can't understand how people can put a value on that amount of time. And they're e-coated, so they're not going
e-coated
to
as well,
tarnish, which is a really big bonus.
Because silver tarnishes with sulphur in the air, that's why you need to polish, but e-coating prevents that.
These are superb, they're beautiful.
Yeah.
And you can't see a flaw on any of them.
You can't. It's amazing that it's done by hand.
You think it's done by machine, but it's not.
No,
it's
not.
beautiful.
It could be, you could be working on these 7, and I don't know how you'd feel about this, 10.5 hours, possibly 14 hours work to just do these 7.
Goodness.
Now, who's got that time?
I know.
Good heavens.
Good talent. Oh gosh.
Well, I know, absolute, the skill and the talent.
Superb.
What was that, Chloe, my darling? And then, I know, and then we're about to sell them at a ridiculous price. I've been waffling, haven't I? £34 for the beautiful, for just, you know, just for all of that workmanship, for those, just to arrive at the journey of those 7 fantastic shaped beads, the kite, copper with a silver, you've got the actual quartzite, you've got the aluminium chain, you've got the wood, you've got the white quartz there. It's called our Icicle collection. And where's my other gemstone? She's hiding there. And all for an amazing price, not £34. Oh my word! £19.95. So we're saving practically £14, aren't we? But we know we're saving far more than that when we think of the workmanship that goes into making those e-coated, silver-plated copper beads. And you'll see the footage soon, because we're just editing it as we speak, of our recent travels to India. You know, and it's important that we share that understanding with you. It's important that you take that journey with us around those lapidarious workshops, so you know you can understand how good the quality is, obviously, which I know you do anyway, because that's why you buy from us. But also the amount of time, and this is why our gems of distinction are so unparalleled and unmatched in price point. And you've got your gems, you've got your chain, you've got your pendants, you've got your beads. And you've got it for not £34, which I don't even think is the worth of the value anyway, but that's what, you know, the price point you could pay were you to buy these from us separately. And I'm talking a Jewellery Maker price, not somebody else's, a Jewellery Maker price. But today, £20, because we want you to get involved with jewellery making, we want new jewellery makers to get started, and we want you to work with other mediums, you know, as a regular. Let's try out that wood. Let's try out that chain. Let's go and see what Debbie do you need these, darling? Shall I take these with me, or you got a set?
I have got a set, but I haven't undone them. But you can bring them with you if you want to.
I certainly will. For speed. There we go. What are you thinking, my darling girl? Where's your wild imaginations taking you? She says, kicking the lamp over.
Well, I think these are just very classic, aren't they? They'll go with the lovely smoky greys, the coppers, the camel colours, the navy blues next year. Yeah. Even if you're thinking about spring or summer next year, blue and white come in every year, without a doubt, every year.
Fail safe.
So even if you're not going to use the pendants now, you think, well, I can go in my stash and use it next year. But these are just staples, really, aren't they?
They're beautiful. I like them together as they are.
Well, I do. I love them together as a bundle.
Christmassy.
But Yeah, well they are actually. Yeah, they are Christmassy. Yes.
Sparkly. All the sparklies are out of the shops, aren't they?
Oh, I know.
All the little sequins and all the little sparkles and the glittery bags.
Yeah, I've started to look at Christmas decorations and
you?
things
Yes,
to
of course.
make.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
That's where.
I know, the festive season. Well, it's nearly October.
I know,
I've got to get
nearly here.
organised. I've got other things on my mind come December, so I'm thinking
I think
ahead.
you have. Yes, I probably have. Yeah.
I need to get making, need to be doing it now. And of course our jewellery makers are. So Debbie's got the whole 4 hours now to explore these pieces and obviously make some beautiful pieces with it. And we'll be exploring with Debbie her new kits as well that she's worked with. And we've got that polymer clay bundle with her later as well. So if you've got any questions for Debbie, please text us in on 60777 if you just want to say hi, hello, or you're waiting for something special, or, you know, but if you know, we've got the polymer clay bundle later on as well, which I know you've gone down a wood theme.
Yes, I have.
Because we're thinking of the autumn colours. It's very autumn colours. But then we could also take with the bronzes and the golds, we could take it into the Christmas season anyway.
Oh, of course you can. You can add the greens and the reds and the silvers to it.
The
Yes,
emeralds and the silvers. We've got it all coming up for you today. So if you want to join in Debbie's challenge, YSGC 10, a saving of, as we said, £14. And we'll be encouraging our regulars to phone up and our new buyers to get involved today as well, because we've got a great starter kit for new jewellery makers as well, great price point as well. All right, my darling. I'm going to leave you. I can see you're hard at it.
Yes.
Oh, they're beautiful. What are you doing there?
I'm going to make a necklace and I want to do some little flowers.
Shall we have a sneaky peek? Let's have a sneaky peek. Show us a flower. I know, I'm so nosy, aren't I?
No, not at all. No, I
Trunky one a bun?
started to do some little flowers, but I've only got the wood grain colours. So I've only got the golds, but I'm just doing some little flowers.
They're beautiful. This is what you could be doing. Right, I'm going to come back with our first new kit of the day, which is called Chocolate Buttons, chocolatey goodness after this.
The team here at Jewellery Maker in Jaipur are constantly pushing the boundaries, and as I'm sure you can see just by looking at these 10 strands here, really exciting brand new cuts, brand new shapes and sizes that'll be on your screens in just a few weeks.
All right, now we're going to do our first new kit of the day called Chocolate Buttons, chocolatey goodness. And I'm just reaching for the Get Started Jewellery Maker pack here. Oh, now what have I done with my DVD? What's she done with the DVD, Jacqueline? I'll find one. It's disappeared under all my bobbins. Because basically, jewellery makers, the reason I mentioned this is because when you get a kit like this, you've got everything you need to get started. And this would tie in so beautifully with Debbie's polymer clay bundle later on. I'm thinking of those bronzes and those golds. But we'll give you our free DVD and our free booklet, encouraging you to get started, as well as experiencing with Debbie techniques that we can learn. And in our Hub magazine as well, we've got the courses. We'll give you that for free. I know Wednesday is the actual silver clay ring making course that you can ring up for. You ring the free phone number. Tuesday's Wire Work for Beginners. There's a whole month there. Debbie, have you got some courses this month, sweetheart?
I have. I've got polymer clay.
Polymer clay on the 8th of October, so that's a week tomorrow. Yeah, so that'll be...
Chainmail coming up sometime.
Chainmail on the 19th. Yeah. Advanced polymer clay on the 26th. So we can book for these just by ringing the free phone number. So it's a lovely red letter day, I think, to give somebody as well.
It is, yes,
who loves making the jewellery. So if you'd like that one-to-one, you know, personal tutorship, it's a great way to meet other jewellery makers as well. So, but we give you that for free, as well as our Get Started and our tutorial DVD. And don't forget, new jewellery makers, every morning 8 till 9, we have the starting techniques for beginners with Lucy, Sheila and Linda on the show every morning. Tutorials on the website as well. So you can go at your own pace, and it makes a great gift idea as well to introduce somebody to a different hobby. So let's give you the kicks. It's got all the fundamentals and the components that you need to get started. We have got red chalcopyrite, which is a beautiful mineral of copper and pyrite, and iron and your iron side there. So it's a derivative of the pyrite family, as it were, but it gives us more exciting directions to go in. And you've got 290 carats. And if I just pick up this strand, it's a real vintage look, because it almost looks like, I was saying this yesterday with Rachel, like a distressed look, or when Debbie does the gold leaf, you know, when you get that gold sort of leaf, that speckled pattern, like an aged mirror or something. That's what it looks like. But you've got this rich mahogany, chocolate, velvety richness as your backdrop. So 290 carats, 10 millimeters. That would look so nice with those silver beads earlier. Then we're going down the smoky quartz route. These are real Deborah's colours. These are chocolatey bronzes and golds. We've got the clear, beautiful, brilliant round button variety. Faceted so beautifully. I mean, the clarity. They look dark, but you get the light behind them. You see that? You can actually see the temporary strand through there, can't you? Yeah. 265 carats, and they are 14 millimeter. And then I'm going to place next to them the other smoky quartz, which is in direct contrast. 12 millimeter, 200 carats. But can you see the difference between the polish and the frosted? It's a lovely mix. I mean, obviously we can mix into this all those other gorgeous pieces like the moonstone and the emerald, or the pearls, you know, with the greens I've got in a bundle later on as well, the jaspers. We've got some exciting, you know, gold, rose gold, silver. It's going to look fantastic. But we are thinking about those wintry, burnished, autumnal colours as well. Now, because we experienced a lot of fun yesterday with Rachel and the wire, let's encourage our wire work further as well. And I know as a medium, Debbie loves to work with it. This is the 0.4, and this is the beautiful, pretty copper-coloured wire, 10 metres of the copper-coloured copper wire, 0.4 millimetres there. You're also getting, as another element, this is why it's so beautiful, 14 coils of the stainless steel memory wire, which we've got a great bracelet to show you that Debbie's made out of this. And we explored yesterday different ways we can use that with Rachel as well. You know, she created heart shapes for pendants, just a little circular band for a necklace, or a whole torque. You know, we can think beyond of perhaps the most obvious, you know, bangles, but we've got 14 coils there, so plenty to work with. You're also going to get the beautiful chocolate organza ribbon. Now you've got, these are metre lengths that are cut, and the 10 metres, so 10 of the 1 metre length cuts of the actual beautiful rich chocolate satin ribbon there. And because you've got the ribbon in there, we need our cord ends, sterling silver. I love the ribbon because it adds such a pretty aspect, you know, with the bows and a different way to, rather than just perhaps our beading thread, to create length. And over a chunky sweater, sometimes you don't, you know, these gems can look big, but they can be very lightweight, and the ribbon just adds to that lightweightness, as does the steel memory wire. So you get 4 of these 3.5-inch sterling silver cord ends with a cord clasp. Then, thinking of chocolate oranges and well-known sweeties, you've got chocolatey goodness. It's always the Christmas time when you see those, isn't it? Never think to eat them the rest of the year, but if you like me, Debbie, I don't half love them. Do I think to buy one the rest of the year?
No.
It's like matchmakers.
Exactly yes.
I'm a silly sausage.
Exactly
I don't think about it. Love them. You get your after eights out, you get your matchmakers, you get your cherry chocolate orange. And Toblerones at airports. It's just the law of the way of the land, isn't it? Lots of brands out, of course, but it's just this chocolatey orange goodness that makes me think of them. I must remember to just, you know, I can buy it in July, Fiona. I can. Orange rich organza gift bags. And we've got the beautiful bronze coppered, it's almost gold, isn't it? That beading thread, and because don't forget as well that lovely white quartz Debbie's working with. If you put those coloured beading threads through there, you've got the elastic, you've got your traditional silver coloured there as well. 50 metres in each of those spools and 6 in the clear elastic. Plus our gold plated findings, 100 of those. So can you see how we're building up everything that you need, new jewellery makers? Because our regulars are already thinking this is fantastic. We were talking a lot about the price of gold plating yesterday. How, you know, since July, those price points have risen by over $200. It was standing, when I checked on Saturday, £1,771.17 sorry, $1,771.17 per troy ounce. And because I do the Rocks Academy every month, and when it was in July, we were looking at about $1,563. So it's really risen, and so the silver prices as well. So the gold prices, you know, and recently we've just travelled back from Hong Kong and India, where we've personally seen at the gem fairs, gem prices rising. So I'll be honest with you, my boss is a bit miffy about the prices of that and the gold. He was not happy when he was trying to do his negotiations. But hey, let's just bring you a fantastic price anyway. So you've got all those different beading materials, the steel wire, you've got the copper wire, you've got silver, you've got very versatile gemstones. These are, you know, we don't just have to keep these together. When you think what's coming up on the show later on, I mean, oh, look at this. Look at these. Oh, hey! Cheeky goodness coming your way. Thread them through, thread them around, mix it up. Mix a bit of red garnet in there. Oh, that's the festive season all done and dusted, isn't it? We've got so much we can texturize and add to this bundle. I mean, let's just get one of those fabulous talks. Yeah, let's just thread a few of those on our bronzy golds with our coppers. Yeah, gonna have a big auction on those, and they're already got that lovely cylindrical, you know, that twist that you just take them in and out. Just beautiful. Yeah, got loads of those. It's gonna be a big auction later on. So yeah, so stay watching. So pretty. Let's give you a fantastic saving when we bundle it all together. We want to give the chocolate button kit at a chocolatey goodness price that will make you melt. $21.95, an absolute steal. Smoky quartz, we know the value of, we understand the value of, we love the smoky quartz because it's such a fantastic, you know, black is gorgeous, but it can be very harsh sometimes against your skin tones. And when you're a bit more weathered and paler in the winter, as we naturally are, because you don't see much sun, do you? Then they're a bit softer tones, aren't they? We start to see those lovely muted chestnuts and ochres and golds and warming, rich ember firelight colours. And I love the fact that we have got the warming ember and firelight, natural sunny glow of gold-plated findings with these chocolate-rich. But I mean, that's not to say you can't use the silver. Of course you can. But it's just something about the gold and the chocolate, isn't it? It's so rich and elegant. And indeed, that's what I know you're going to find Debbie's designs are as well. So FMG C46, our first brand new kit. Want to give you a fantastic price point on that. So we've gone super low, $21.95. Let's go and see Debbie, explore some dreamy design ideas from the dream girl herself. And I know it's already going like hotcakes, Debbie.
I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all. Love it. Really
now
like
you've
it.
done a lovely this is fantastic. You've had a bit of gizmo go.
Well, I didn't see Rachel's show yesterday. I feel as though I should turn it around the other way, really.
Don't you? As bad as her. She says, oh, this is, don't look, oh, I rushed this. This is all.
Well,
it was the most stunning piece like this necklace I've ever seen.
Did it very late last
She
night.
says, oh, no, I don't. Oh, I'm not so happy with the. You're too much of a perfectionist, my darling.
I know.
You see what I don't see, clearly. But I think that is, let's just show the viewers, let them judge at home. How fantastic is that piece of jewellery, everybody? Wouldn't we be proud to wear that? How beautiful is that? She's not happy, though.
No.
I don't know
Further
why.
smoky quartz down that one.
All
Down that
right.
eight. Yes, definitely.
I think that's beautiful, but she won't be told. She will not be told. At this end, Jack, then. So talk me through your designs here, beautiful, because I know you're going to show us how to do
First
other
started
pieces.
off with that one. I just wanted to do a sort of weave design, just to turn it into a pendant, really, which I thought was really pretty with the chain and what have you. So that's that. And I always like to do one necklace or one bracelet with everything that's in the kit.
Yeah,
in
yeah.
it. So that's got all the different.
It's got the lovely coloured wire in there as well, the threading wire.
Does
and
make a difference.
the chain. These reds really pick up there, actually.
They do.
Really
they do. Yes.
On
Can't
the
see it here, but
chalcopyrite,
no.
yeah. They all look quite sort of uniformed in colour, but there's a lot of, almost like a holly berry red.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beautiful,
Yeah, they're
absolutely
really lovely,
beautiful.
actually. And the one next door to it, I just love that.
Oh, now
I
that
would wear
is
that
just-
and wear that. It's really nice. Really,
That
really
is
simple.
gorgeous,
really
isn't it?
simple, but
Simple's
sits
good.
really nice. That's really nice on.
Isn't that beautiful?
neckline.
Lovely
Really
elegance
pretty.
there.
Just simple, just really simple.
And some pretty earrings cheekily just hiding down here.
There's just two I had left over, which I just used a couple of head pins on, which are pretty. And then I ran out of gemstones and had a little bit of chain left, so I just did some.
Fat
little
note. You see,
heart.
this is that's fun because your remit is only to work with what you've got in the kit, but just
Oh,
how
yes.
pretty is that again? And making the hearts out there, simple But like you said, you just, you know, you'd perhaps save that for another day, but you know, you've actually wasted nothing in this kit. Now we've got the memory wire bracelet, which we'll come back to because we're actually going to show you how to do that. It's like beautiful satellites, orbs. I love that. Really pretty. And then the ribbon and the bit of tasselage. I love this.
Well, I'm not one for ribbon bows and things.
Yeah.
I just like to use it as an extension chain almost. And that looks beautiful with smoky quartz. The colour of the ribbon is
Isn't
like
that gorgeous?
It's got a really rich brown. It's not dull at all. It's
No,
got a lovely
it's not matte
cinnamony
mud
sort of
brown.
No,
No.
it's beautiful, beautiful quality
Very
ribbon.
rich, hence the chocolate name. And look at those smoky quartzes, the way they're glistening. I like that, Debbie, because you put the frosted in between, which highlights the polish even more of those other gems.
That's right.
That is beautiful. That is gorgeous.
Really like that.
And then a calcaprite. It's almost like a bangalette, isn't it? This one.
It is actually, yes.
Like a beady bead almost there, and then the wrapping of the wire, beautiful. Seeing that pretty copper wire there, and gizmo work to create the actual bangalette part, as it were. Beautiful. And then the piece that she's not happy with, but I love.
No, not happy.
I love.
Never mind.
She's not happy, but there you go. What can I say? She's a perfectionist. It's like when someone says, "Oh, your photo's lovely," and you go, "Oh, goodness me, I look awful. Don't talk to me." And you won't be told, will you?
No, not at all.
And I go, "But you look so good in it." No, it's awful. We've just had our publicity shots done, and that's exactly my reaction.
Oh, right.
Scott goes, "You look fine." I said, "Oh, it's hideous. My big fat face. I look awful. It's horrible." "You look fine." "Oh, it's hideous." So I understand. It's the same thing, isn't
I know,
it?
it
You won't
is.
be told.
It is.
You won't be told.
Oh dear. Right, so we're going to do the memory wire bracelet. Can I just grab
Yes,
it a
darling.
minute?
Let me move that over for you. Yeah.
Brilliant. So, I like to use memory wire, but try and make some form of it. Try and do a pattern with it. And I know on the DVD I did some rings and I did some links on necklaces and what have you. But this I find just sits nicely on the wrist.
Yeah.
So, what do you need to do? I'm using the memory wire now that I had left over from the kit. I haven't touched the new kit. So I've made one bracelet with 3 strands. I've got another 3 here, and I've got another 3, 4 here. So imagine how many single bracelets you could make.
Yeah,
Loads.
indeed.
It's really good value. So I've cut 3 pieces of memory wire that go neatly around my wrist. Let me just put that around, and cross over by a good sort of 5 centimetres really.
So you've cut them into 3 different strips,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
3 strips, completely separate, okay? And I've put a bead onto 2, like that. Put 1 bead onto 2, there. And then I'm going to put another bead, put these together. It's just quite difficult to do, really. Get all fingers and thumbs, there you go. And I want to part the 2 wires that that's on and add the 3rd. Once you put 2 or 3 on, it holds its shape.
I see you're knitting it together with the
You are,
gemstone,
yeah.
right?
You're really doing like a V pattern. Now
that.
you have to push these on, but they do go. Okay. Then, once I've got it like that.
So our 3 are now knitted, aren't they?
Okay.
Yeah.
You then part the next 2, okay? So you can just go up and down.
Like we would with our beading thread when we create that
Exactly.
kind of weave effect.
Exactly, exactly.
Ah.
So easy.
I wondered how they were suspended. I thought this is something tricky.
No,
Debbie's got
no,
something
no.
tricky
Oh,
up her
no.
sleeve.
So that is the pattern, basically. That's what you do, and you continue it to the end. Now, the nice thing is these beads have got huge holes. So I didn't want to put a clasp on the end. So I put some beading glue
There's my ends.
onto one of my beads, and you can push 3 wires into the end.
Ah, it's like a
So
stopper.
it's like a stopper. So I put a bit of glue on the end,
And
and
that's fixed.
that's the end of your bracelet. So when that goes around your wrist, it becomes part of the pattern. Now, as you get to the other end, obviously try it on and see if they overlap. If you like it overlapping, fine. If not, you can cut it. But I always cut the lengths a little bit longer than you probably need,
Yeah,
just
so
in
they overlap,
case.
yeah.
But that's what you do. You do that all the way along.
That's so simple.
Oh, absolutely, really, really simple. And then you your 2 stoppers at the end like that. Okay.
That's brilliant. I've not seen the memory wire
Really
worked in that way. I love that
easy.
idea. Minutes to make.
Minutes,
Minutes.
absolutely. Really, really
Fantastic.
simple and easy. Really easy. And you could also do for children.
Yes.
It's nice because you haven't got a scratchy ends, and you could put different coloured beads, pretty coloured beads.
I'm just thinking because their wrists are so small, and you're usually doing the elastic, and then after a while the elastic can get a little bit.
That's right.
So that's brilliant.
But if your beads on the end, you haven't got any worry about them catching themselves. It's not scratchy anywhere on the
I'm going to
skin.
steal that idea. So going to steal that idea. I'm already
really
thinking.
Simple.
Fantastic.
Quick
See,
and
there you go.
easy.
There's nothing more to say. That's how simple it is.
and easy.
Jewellery makers, this is what you need to do. We will get Debbie's designs uploaded on the website as well. And she's obviously got 2 more kits to explore with us and give us some top tips. But if you want to text in on 60777 and ask Debbie anything related to jewellery making, or indeed the polymer clay section, which we're going to do later on, we're going to have a little look right now at some of your designs on the Wall of Fame. So text us in, let us know how you're doing. And I thought we were going to take that one then. I thought, no, I like that one.
It's making room for you.
Let's have a look at the Wall of Fame this week and your designs.
This is perfect. This is because it's polymer clay.
And it's
number 34.
Yes, it looks like something you've made today, actually.
Absolutely, yes. Dear Jewellery Maker, attaches my entry for this week's Wall of Fame, gemstones from JM and polymer clay pendant. Not one yet, but keep trying. Love to all from Caroline from Burwash in East Sussex. Is it
I think it's a Burwash, yeah.
Burwash.
For sure, yeah.
That's lovely. Number
Beautiful.
34, very nice.
Some great use of smoky quartz here as well. This is number 37, those double drilled smoky quartzes. And she says, my gran made this necklace with smoky quartz and red jasper, silver balls. And this is Natalie Baker. So Natalie, hello to your Nana. She's a fabulous woman, clearly with a great eye for jewellery making. But I love the way it was singular, and then using the double drills, just taking it into that double layering there in between the gemstones, the smoky quartz. Beautiful. Good luck for you, Natalie, and Gran, you're number 37.
And this is number 35. This is really pretty. Hi all at JMTV. Here is my new design entry for this week's Wall of Fame. The necklace and earring set, all gems used in this jewellery set are from Jewellery Maker. Round faceted purple pearls, white long pearls, large rose gold mesh beads, gold beads and crimp beads. Hope this entry will be on the Wall of Fame this week and wish me luck. Thank you to everybody at JM and keep up the good work from Lauren in Surrey. That's lovely.
It is gorgeous, isn't it? Love the cherry pinks with the
Very
rose
nice.
gold and the mixing the metals there, the
Very
yellow gold
rich.
there.
It's lovely. Very
Yeah,
nice.
beautiful. And some lovely cool silver here. This is number 36. Well, silvery sort of shell pearl queens and smoky quartz. This is from Diane Quinn in Motherwell. First ever entry, and she made it for herself. And I don't know, she said, if I knew then what I know now, I could have sold it over 50 times because everybody's been admiring it. Wish I could get this again. She works on the night shift. She doesn't always get to see the morning show, but she loves it when she does get to see it. So Diane, if you're watching this on the repeat, my darling, or I'm hoping maybe it's your weekend off, you've got the day off, we are looking at your gorgeous first ever entry. Please make more and send in more. And good luck for Wednesday's prize draw. You're number 36. More to read out later, of course. We love looking at your designs, sharing your ideas, and more to come from Debbie as well. I'll leave her up with a challenge. But are we going to... Yeah, and we're going to release... And do... Thank you, that's all I wanted to know. That's lovely. I'll see you in a sec, darling. Let's do the garnet, yes. Let me just show you the garnet. I'm going to do it in auction's time. Because we did say 10 o'clock, didn't we? It's almost 10 o'clock. So I'll do one more before that, though. But this is our beautiful, beautiful garnet. Now, we've got the bigger, round, graduated gemstones here. So I'm going to do that green chain because it looks so good with the smoky quartz, first of all. And then we'll do this fantastic garnet. Just want to give you a chance to go and get your card, get your glasses, get whatever you need. I love this rich red gem because this is the festive season wrapped up, isn't it? These are your garnets, you know, with that. I mean, you could thread it through that aluminium chain. It's so pretty, isn't it? You know, work it in, work it around. The reds and the greens, just beautiful. and they graduate. I mean, even if we just have that as a necklace, but I'll do that in a moment, because right now I'm going to do this fantastic. I'm loving the aluminium chain. It's so fun, it's fantastic, and it's so eye-catching. First time this beautiful mint fresh green has been on the TV. Emeralds, emeralds. And you've just seen a fab idea with Debbie about the bracelets. And don't forget, this set of 14 steel wire colourful chains, as it were, are coming up as well. So you can, you know, you can really mix it in. I love seeing these cut up as well. As I said, I'm more seeing the sheet like, but she was making a really chunky bracelet. It was so lovely. And she just sort of cut 3 of the links and layered those up. So, you know, you can just layer them in 2 by 2 and then have that with the gemstones in between. So it doesn't have to be chain, essentially, because all those links are already cut. They come apart really easily, as it were. And they're nipped at the top, so you can barely see it, actually. It's so, look, there it is there. Sew them into, yeah, you know, on the t-shirt or the lapel, or I love them on the, so they're cut, can you see that? So you don't even have to do the work, but they will retain, just pinch them back in again. You're just obsessed with Dallas, Dee Dee. She's all about shoulder pads now. I missed it this week. Oh, have you been watching it, Debbie? Are you bothered?
I did watch the first couple, and then I thought...
You're not into it?
Do you know, I'm fed up of seeing the old characters, really.
Oh, no, they're the ones I love the most!
No, I just think they've had their day, I think.
Oh, how could you say that?
I'm very sorry.
I'm shunning you now. How could she say that?
That's the only reason I watched the first time round, you see.
Well, yeah, I was obsessed because my sister watched it. I watched Danny L. Tut. I've shunned her now. Oh. We're going to give you a fabulous price. This just looks so fantastic on, doesn't it? Just look at the light of it, you know, against, you know, how much it shines. I mean, you could be wearing it in your headbands. It doesn't have to be, or belts. I've had people make the belts with it as well. Just gorgeous. And there's a metre of it, so we can separate it up. We can use, how do you work with your aluminium chain, Debbie?
I like to use it into resin, set it into resin. Were you here the show that I set something silver into resin?
No, I didn't see that.
I made it into like a flower.
Did you?
In resin, yeah, set it into resin.
Were they the petals, were they?
Yeah. I made them into petals. If you get 5 or 6 and you can make it into a round.
That sounds fun. That'll be on our Facebook, won't it? Yeah.
That's a while ago now. But yes, you can do that. You can use them as bezels for polymer clay. You can put polymer clay in it because you can bake with that.
Oh, that's brilliant to know.
You put gemstones on a head pin in between.
Yes.
You can do all sorts of things with it, really. And that wrapped around a nice Christmas tree would be quite nice.
I know. We'd have the most glamorous Christmas tree going with our polymer clay and our draping with our little baubles of garnets and then aluminium. Let's drape ourselves, and it's too nice to put around the tree. YMTA04, it's brand new today. I love the really exciting metallic brilliance of it. $5.95, and you've got a whole metre. This is the fun we can have. So, you know, you're not...
open the chains? Sorry to interrupt.
It's all right, darling.
Open the chains? Can you open them?
Yes, they're already cut.
Well, you can make those. How many key rings could you get out of there?
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about key rings and key charms and bag charms.
One polymer clay bead hanging from that, and a and a key ring link.
There you go. Almost like the big they're like those clasps that climbers have. Yeah, the carabiner, aren't they? They're like that shape. Yeah, it's there.
But all you need is a big one of the big lobster claw clasps.
Yes,
on it,
the big
like
stainless steel ones. Yeah. Oh, that'd be nice. Festify your bags or your outfits. Or I love them on the brooches as well, on the lapels of the coats and for winter. So you know what's going to happen. Get this now, because if you're looking for that sparkly green essence in your festive designs or going forward for that season with all the metallics that we're seeing now, there'll be none around. Something to really have in the stash. We know green is a big colour for the season. We'll be talking about that later on with Debbie as well, with our emeralds, because she was browsing through the Fashionista magazines and it's all over it. Who was the designer?
Giorgio Armani.
Armani. I won't say any more than that. He's loving the green this season, Armani. And it's such a pretty, and we're going to give, this is such a affordable price, so we can experiment, because we want you to experiment with these different textures, with these beautiful entities, in your design work. So we're not just using the gemstones. We've got other threading materials, other chains, other textures, other aspects, with our polymer clay and our bronze clay and our copper clay and our, our other materials that we work with to create fun, fantastic, eye-catching jewellery. At £5.95, you've got a whole metre to work with. But get it now while there is availability. It's like anything. Come November, come December, if we're looking for it, and let's spread out. Let's get it now so we've got the time to do it. You know, you might not plan on making it this month, but you might think, well, I've got it now, so I can do it that weekend in October when the kids are all away for the weekend on Halloween, and we just don't know when it's all back in stock. Sometimes there's a 6-month window. If it's gemstones, you never say never, because you would never like to promise anything because you just don't know if you're able to get hold of them. So £5.95 XMTA04, and I've got some beautiful pink aluminium chain coming up as well. So let's get those fun colours in our store. I mean, it's they look lovely together anyway. Love the pink and the green. It's just, oh! Maybe you are making your Christmas decorations, dare I say it. Because they would be great, just add a bit of dangle from the tree. That's a lovely gift idea for someone, isn't it? I was thinking of the lovely Margaret and Barry Webb. She hand makes all her Christmas designs and she sends us one every year. Lovely Margaret and Barry the man. Yeah, shall we release the Garnet? Oh, yeah. Now, we've had questions about the 14 steel colourful torque. Now, I suppose we would describe them as torques, Debbie, would you say? Because they're already like a round torque, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. And you've got all the colours there. Asking me when we're going to do that. That's coming up later on in the show, darling, isn't it? Because it's a big auction. Probably about 11-ish, did we say? Yeah, we've got cobalt blue, bright pink, fuchsia pink, purple, green, violet, indigo, silver, red, mustard, yellow, brown, I mean black. And the last time these were on, we had 1,000 in stock and they absolutely flew out. Absolutely flew out. Would you like some for your challenge, Debbie?
Can do.
Come on then, let's do it, darling. Let me give you a silver one there, darling.
Thank you very much.
See what's yeah. I'm a bit mean, aren't I? I only give it one. Would you like another one? What colour?
You know what? No, one would be fine.
One would be fine.
No, well, I'll just cope with one, don't worry.
She's got all miffy with me because I shunned her now because of Dallas. Yeah, well, it'd be just nice to see something made with them as well. So the last time they were there, we had 1,000 and they flew out, so I'm really glad to see those. But let's the Garnet, which looks great with silver, great with gold, great with rose gold, and as I always say, it is that wonderful gem of friendship. And this could be a necklace. This could be a necklace, Jack, couldn't it? This could be a necklace. Sorry about that. Was I clanking microphones? Graduated already. It's ready to go. With a couple of those beautiful rondelles of the emerald in between. Those lovely flower spaces. Hoochie Macoochie, we're on fire with the ideas. Oh yeah. Beautiful, this would look fantastic. For oh, don't talk to me about black spinel. I can't have that till after 12 o'clock, you told me. Just gorgeous with the gold stars. Oh yeah, with the gold. Gold and garnet. Gold chain. Ooh. Rose gold. Silver. Look at all the gorgeousness I've got to come. Look at that. I love that heart. Isn't that gorgini? And look how pretty it would be, you know, just with the texture and the prettiness of the rose gold. We've got these pretty pendant bales with the rose gold, because the wonderful thing here is, you see, is the smaller graduated gems as well. So versatile, Garnet, because it looks great with your silver, great with your yellow gold, great with your rose gold, and beautiful, beautiful, beautiful deep plum reds. And you say garnet to somebody, it's like amethyst, it's like smoky quartz, it's an instant recognizable gemstone. It's not one that they have to go, I've not quite heard of chalcopyrite, but it's nice to have the unusual gems, and that's what we like to do here at Jewellery Maker, bring you the rare and the beautiful as well, but bring you those ones that are esteemed in value, that we know and we see in gold jewellery and silver jewellery in the shops, but bring it to you at a price point that is so, so competitive. 150 carats, we're so confident on our price point. Money back guarantee, because we're just, you know, just know that you're just not going to get better for less elsewhere. And you know, you might see plastic emulating that, but not the real deal. These are real, think of a really dark, rich, fruity Rioja, a lovely dark, rich wine. And when you see it in the bottle, it looks quite dark, but when you pour it into the glass, this is like when you take your garnets into the daylight, you see that beautiful, beautiful, rich red and purples, those red grape colours there. And that's the beauty of your garnet. Just fantastic. Now they're graduating from 4 all the way down to 10. That big beautiful one in the middle, 10. And then it probably jumps to about 8, 9-ish there and graduates down to 4 millimeters. So very versatile strand as well. And we've got a massive 50 carats. Oh, do you know what that looked nice with? Gold pyrite. Indeed, the chalcopyrite Debbie had with the reds and the pyrite golds. The metallic sort of lacquered look on it. Let's give you, oh yeah, the smoky quartz looks fantastic with everything. Fantastic, 150 carats. I love it with pearls as well. We've got some pearls coming up later on as well. $12.95. Some beautiful, I haven't got them down here, but there are definitely some pearls in the house. Coming, I think are they in a kit? Look at these. Oh, the richness, feel the love. Oh, hello. Oh, you're feeling that at home? Oh, that's coming up later. That is so beautiful. It's reflecting the colour, the light, the richness. Let's have a bit of pearlage there. Oh, let's do it, Jackie boy. Gorgeous. Oh. Oh, it's such a fantastic, versatile strand. Oh, I should, yeah, exactly. What are we going to call this kit that we've just made, Debbie?
Oh, I don't. Oh, isn't that beautiful?
Isn't that?
You can't go wrong with garnets and pearls. There's something about that combination that's
isn't
just,
it? It's just
like,
rich with rich.
It's like raspberry cheesecake with cream on top. Oh, very nice.
Stop with your naughtiness. It is. It's that clotted cream, that scone, and that jam again, isn't it?
It is.
What are we going to call this kit?
Oh, I don't know. I'm not very good at names.
Juicy berry goodness. No,
yeah.
Juicy berry. Ooh.
Like mulled wine, isn't it? Really?
Raspberry ripple.
Oh, raspberry ripple.
Yeah, we'll go with Chloe's raspberry ripple. Raspberry ripple.
Well done, Chloe.
Well done, Chloe. She has her uses. And when we think of the berries, there's so, well, yeah, it's all those warm, rich berry colours, those fruit colours. This is such a hot colour as well. Like, again, looking through the magazines in terms of the clothes on the celebs as well, just those berry, rich claret colours, those wine colours. And I think we've done our gems of distinction, the smaller, oh, yeah, I did do it. Of course I did. I did it Friday. But this is even more affordable, and you've got larger rounds there. You've got a different shape to explore. And for $12.95, just don't miss out. OSGP 50. It's an amazing offer. And I can say a lot of the stock, what's that, darling, has already been allocated, yeah? Yeah, 50%. So well done for those who get on the phone line early. Do give us a call on the repeat though. So there's no queues on the phone line. They've all been answered. Everyone's been allocated. Proceed straight to checkout so you don't miss out. 0800 644 655. And don't forget to check out in your basket. Now, yesterday we had a sellout success on the fantastic sky blue topaz, which Jacqueline's not nicked from me. Have you got that? Oh, there you go. Yeah, Jackie boy, Jacqueline, Jack the lad. It's whatever comes to mind, really. Thank you, darling. I'm just giving you the heads up, because I'll probably do this around midday. And I know there were people that missed out, perhaps on the repeat as well. Please make sure midday, and with Debbie afterwards, you don't miss out, because that is another 20 carats. That is 50 carats. We had 30 yesterday. It's an extra 18 centimetres. It's a different strand. Same quality, but don't worry, I'm not doubling the price or anything like that. Fair's fair. All hand faceted for that beautiful, I mean, that is a necklace ready to go. Don't go anywhere. More still to come.
Come and join in the fun with international art clay instructor Natalia Coleman as she teaches you the basics of making personalised rings from silver clay. During the course of the day, you will learn how to create your own rings, add texture and decoration, finishing and polishing, and how to add colour to your finished piece. The full course includes use of all relevant tools, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of studios, a chance to meet our presenters, and have a chance to visit our gemstone museum. All of this for just $99.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making. Want to advance your polymer clay techniques? Then why not come and join us on our new Macomb Garnet course? Join our guest designer Debbie Bulford as she guides you through using textures and layers, working with colours and adding foils and much more. This is a fascinating technique which gives the illusion of depth using layers of imprinted clay. During the course of the day, you'll get to have a backstage tour of the studios, meet the presenters and take a trip to our jewellery shop. The full course includes black and white clay, a colour clay pack of your choice, Lisa Pavelka foils, use of all tools, buffet style lunch and refreshments. And all this for just £67.95. For details on course dates and availability, contact our call centre now on 0800 644 655. We look forward to seeing you.
Coming up, that delicious, delicious, beautiful moonstone. 60 carats, graduated 3 by 5 millimeters. And then we've got that wonderful angulorescence and shiller of your white ice moonstone with the peachy goodness of the rose pink moonstone, and then the silvery angulorescence there as well. So it's a fantastic strand from our gems of distinction. Now, this is all brand new, so I know this will appeal to our regulars. Great gift idea. We are talking, if you were to buy all these components separately, you're talking over £40. $44.90, so I'm going to go with an average here, £45 here. To be exact, $44.90, but forgive me, I'm going to add 10p just for ease. £45 to buy all these separately. So if you're thinking about introducing somebody new to Jewellery Maker, or you want to expand your own store, then this is such a great offer, because of course I'm not going to sell it to you today for £45, but to buy them separately from our own website, from our own free phone number, and list them all with their different codes and add them, with your 1p for the day, £45, and they're all things that you fundamentally need, that are vital to getting started on your Jewellery Maker jewellery. And I'm going to start with the toolkit, because what do you see all of our designers, Debbie, Linda, Rachel, Hayley, Sheila, working with? It's our toolkit. And we call it the starter toolkit. It's not even the most expensive or the most advanced. When we sell this separately, it's $9.95. You'll know that as regulars. But to introduce somebody new today to jewellery making, these are what you need, and you do need them. All of our designers will tell you that. It's what you need to get started, and they'll also tell you about how much they've seen individual round nose, flat nose, your cutters, how much the reamer, how much they sell for individually. So you've got a little storage jar, a scooper, a reamer if you just need to clear the airways sometimes in those gemstones, because they are natural, obviously. Little tweezers to pick up maybe those gems of distinction, cutters for the snippers, for finer materials like your ribbons. Then you've got your round nose, you've got your flat nose, and what's the other one, Debbie, again? I keep forgetting.
Sorry.
Round nose, flat nose, and
The cutters.
the cutters, of course.
Cutters.
That's what am I talking about? It's cutters, yeah. And these are the cutters here, and obviously for cutting something like your wires, the smaller gauged wires, as it were. So these are what you need. This is what you see Debbie working with. This is what you see all of our designers working with. When we sell it separately, there's £10. There's £10 already. Now we've also got, I love this. This is so handy. It's our beautiful ring mandrel, and this is literally what you see the professionals use when you go into a jeweller's and ask them to measure your ring size. And it moves from G all the way up to Z. So this is great for the ladies and the guys, because we've got the wider length there to move into the realm of the gents jewellery. And we're starting with N, and then you've got N anyway. I know it doesn't say there on there. You've got all the letters there. It sort of takes one and misses one, but you can see it. It's graduated there. You can see the lines on the length there from G all the way up to Z. So beautiful, and it comes in a lovely leatherette pouch. So you can actually measure ring sizes when you're wire wrapping, when you're creating just the pretty little elastic measurements as well. So that's in there as well, which I love, which are new in stock, and they've got our logo on there as well. What you also need, and it's true, you see Debbie's got hers out there as well as a mat. It's our Jewellery Maker beading tray. And I think when we sell these separately, they're £2 anyway. And you've got all the gauges, the lengths in inches and centimetres, length there for for necklaces and bracelets, pockets for findings and gemstones, and in here as well. And it's got this lovely sort of soft, sort of matte velvet finish on there as well. Keeps you organised, stops gemstones rolling across the floor there, and you break down. If you've got graduated gems like that beautiful moonstone, you can separate the silvers, separate the reds, separate the golds, as it were, and separate the colours. So you get that as well. You also get, and this is the bracelet tray, and this is fantastic. Let me just take these wonderful strands off here. So here we can measure bracelet lengths: 6 inch, 6.5, 7 to 7 3/4. And you've got the length in centimetres. There's your ruler already built in, so we can step out our gemstones loosely and actually see how many we need to create the length that we need. Because rather than just guessing, and yes, you put it around your wrist, obviously, but you can actually measure it out gem by gem, spacer by spacer, and you've got the inches there as well. And then to further that, we're working around on the cylindrical basis. You've got the round bracelet there as well. Now, this is a brand new component to Jewellery Maker, and we'll give you that as well. So very, very useful in your bracelet making, one for your necklace making. And it's good to, as Debbie will say, you need more than one tray, don't you, Debbie? You need a few on the go sometimes.
You do, because if you're in the middle of doing something and the phone goes or something, it's easy just to pick that up and put it down rather than try and juggle with things on your lap.
You can separate.
But if you have 2 or 3, you can
have a couple of projects on the go, because you could be doing polymer clay, so you need to leave that one till tomorrow while you bake, and then be getting on with your gemstone ones.
Yeah.
And like you said, pick it up and move it out of the way.
The bracelet tray is superb. I love that.
Yeah.
What a good idea.
Isn't it? So one of our new ideas,
like
yeah. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah,
so handy. Saves a lot of fuss and bother, doesn't it?
Oh, it does, absolutely. Good idea.
So we're also going to give you as well, because I'm very fond when we start simply with a stretchy, as a new Jewellery Maker should perhaps, our pretty pink clear elastic, as it were. And you also get our fuchsia 0.6 10 metres of copper wire. You also, so we can make our rings with that, you see. We can make our stretchy bracelets with that. We also get 2 gemstone strands, the rich fuchsia magenta pink agate, the beautiful spiral tubes, as it were, little tubes of hematite. And I will say that the second new kit today would look fantastic with all of this. So jump on this and get the second new kit today. Now remember, I said all of these different components added up separately, you're looking at £45. Yeah, to buy all of these from Jewellery Maker separately, £45. And all I would say is as well, if this is your first ever purchase, new Jewellery Makers, I found the DVD you get, absolutely free. Tutorials on our Facebook page, tutorials on our website, the free booklet as well, taking you through step by step. We'll send you that absolutely free. And of course, courses that you can come on, the Hub magazine, which is our monthly edited magazine. And all new today. So £45? No? What a great gift idea. What a lovely gift idea. What about loads of money off so you can actually get the next kit, which is all the silver findings and gemstones, as well as threading materials, as well as the 2 strands, the elastic and the copper wire, as well as your... How about from 45, we take a big, fat more than 50% off. How about you jump on that phone line right now, make sure you don't miss out. This is your perfect gift idea. Less than £20, we're not spending the earth, but look how much you are getting. Look how much you are getting. You know the toolkit costs £10 with Jewellery Maker. So am I saying then for £7.95 we get our pink agate strand, our hematite strand, our 2 beading trays, our stainless steel mandrel, our clear elastic and our copper wire?
So you just
That-
under £20?
I said, so, yeah, £17.95 for the whole lot,
joking.
Debbie. What a saving! It's a Sunday special.
What a fabulous idea for Christmas if you've got, you know,
Isn't it?
somebody, and we all
And
get rotten weather at Christmas, don't we?
Don't we?
To buy some extra bits and pieces
Yeah.
and put it as a lovely bun. Oh, how lovely.
Isn't that good? And then the next kit, if we look at those pinks, Jack, how
Yes,
gorgeous would that
perfect.
next kit
Oh,
go?
yes.
With silver findings in there. Sorry, Tommy. Yeah.
They would look stunning. Oh, what a lovely, lovely. What? I love the hematite. That's nice.
Isn't that lovely? They're small tubes. So everything is working out
Beautiful.
about £2.24p
Goodness me.
each. So you're paying £2 for your toolkit, £2 for your mandrel, £2, well, we know one of the beading trays costs that anyway, your elastic, your copper wire, £2 for your hematite, £2 for your agate. The phone lines have gone ballistic, Debbie. Even Debbie couldn't believe it. She's standing next to me.
I want one. I bet they'll all sell out by the end
Do you
of
know
the
what?
show.
That would cost you more than that.
Yes, it would.
You know, professional
It would. Yeah,
ring
it
mandrel.
Would. It would.
Yeah, because we know, don't
Yes.
we? Yeah. The
It
price
would.
points. Have you seen how much they cost?
Yes. I
Can't
want
say. I know. £17.95, but it's for today. It's a Sunday special. And while you're there, get the lovely garnet in there with the hematite. We've just saved ourselves. Well done to you for watching. A massive. What did we say? 28. It was £45 anyway. £27, roughly. £27 from Jewellery Maker. We just saved ourselves. So it's a
Amazing.
Sunday gift special. Today only. Everything ends at 9 o'clock. The world ends at 9 tomorrow, remember. AYGC10. We're doing loads of specials today. We're taking a huge hit on a lot of price points today because we really want to encourage new jewellery makers, gift ideas. It's a time when we need to budget, don't we? It's a time when we're looking to really get a bargain and, you know, we want to...
For people that are organising Christmas fairs, and there's a lot of people that are,
Yeah.
what a lovely raffle prize.
Oh, that's a great idea.
And you'll get money back tenfold.
Wouldn't
I mean,
you?
it just-
A great raffle prize. That's
Yeah.
a brilliant idea.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. Yeah, absolutely. And then, and then you could just make a piece of jewellery and then throw that in as well. That's I just think it's a great gift idea because that says to me, if I were to open all of that up, there's no way I'd think £17.95.
No, all you need to do is buy a nice big box, lots of tissue paper.
Wrap
and
it up with a bit
people
of
think,
organza bow.
Wow, that's absolutely so. Yes.
Yeah.
Which we'll have quite a lot of, I'm sure.
And then they can sit down that DVD and go away
know.
and be happy.
know.
Well, not literally go away, but you know,
I'd
in
be
the cold
happy if
winter
somebody
months.
bought me that actually. Even though I've got
Yeah.
it all at home. It'd be quite
No,
nice.
but you'd have some more, wouldn't you? That's the thing.
Yes.
Regulars are there. There's no end to, you know, if we're working with our daughter or a son or somebody comes, a friend comes around, you want another beading tray. You never have enough beading trays. And then the ring mandrel, well, I'd just pay that just for the ring mandrel. And to have another toolkit, how handy it is to have another toolkit so you can sit down with your grandma, as we read earlier in that Wall of Fame,
Yes.
and have another tool. We know the toolkit costs £10, so there we go. And then you've got the 2 gem strands, and how gorgeous would they look with our next new kit. And you've actually just saved yourself, as I said, £27 to put towards this next kit. That's already bought that first kit, and I've still got £6 left over. In fact, then I've got my postage and packaging, £3, so I've still got £3 left over. I've got my first kit, which was that lovely smoky quartz. So I've got the gold-plated findings. I've got the 3 strands. I've got another 2 strands here. I've got the toolkit. I've got the mandrel. I've got the trays. I think it's been a sell-out success, Debbie. We need to make more.
Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me. I mean, it's just such good value.
Isn't it? Well done, you. Well done, you beautiful jewellery makers. You're up early with the lot. You know a bargain when you see it. I've got emeralds for you. I've got sky blue topaz for you. I've got a black spinel bundle for you. I know. I can't wait. Oh, I've just not been seeing those ring mandrels. Goodness me, it was worth it just for that. It really was. Shall we unleash? Oh, yes. Yes, let's do some wire. Let's do some wire. And don't forget as well, I mean, what would be great to add to that are those stainless steel, those lovely 14 coils. Now, we will have a big auction of these, so ring on the repeat. I've got a good, well, 1,000 again, but the last time we had 1,000, they flew out. Okay, so just to bear that in mind, you just thread on the gems. Yeah, let's do some wire. Let's do some wire. We were inspired by Rachel. We know Debbie works beautifully. She's already worked beautifully with it in that first new kit. It's great to introduce the wire, and these are fantastic. And we did some great offers yesterday. We're going to do it again today for you on Jewellery Maker as well. We've got the red and the gold. La la la. And we've got the purple and the black. I mean, I love that purple and red. This is all just goes together. Gorgini, black as well. Fantastic. 0.25. We've got 10 meters of the 0.25, so that lovely fine. That is great. You know, we were talking yesterday with Rachel, and we said we had some smaller gems, the gems of distinction. And we said if you want to create a little charm loop, the 0.25 would be just the right fineness to go through the gem of distinction, create a little charm loop to hang from a finer chain, perhaps, because we do a lot of those lovely different chains that we do as well. So very versatile, and also perhaps when you're creating, as you were saying, you know, the wings of a butterfly or a dragonfly. We've also got the gold in 0.6, which I know, which Debbie's working with today. In the challenge, I think yours is 0.6, isn't it, darling? Or the one you had in the first kit was 0.6.
Yes, it was.
Yeah.
Yes, it was.
That's a very versatile one, isn't it, as well?
It is actually, because it's a bit in the middle of being too fine or too thick, and it will go through most gemstones. And you can probably get two strands through some of them as well.
There we go, brilliant. And then we've got our fantastic. This is the point. Now this is the 1 millimeter in the purple, and this is the 1 millimeter in the red. So these are for your strengthening, for your core, for your framework. So we've got the gold and the black that can create the finer finesse around the frames that we can create with the red and the deep aubergine purple, those rich aubergines as well. So lots of different gauges there. I mean, we do them all, but when we're bundling together a wire deal here, we're thinking of what you might need. So you need the framework, something that is a happy medium there, as Debbie said, for going through most gemstones, and it's got good strength, and you double it up, you've got even more strength, but also it's got the malleability. And then for the finer work there, for perhaps those finer gemstones, some of those pearls, or indeed, you know, creating little charms from your gems of distinction, because you just want to go through that lovely finer gold chain. The garnet would look fantastic with all of that, quite frankly. Wire wrapping the big 10 millimeter that we had in the garnet as well, yeah, with the gold, with the red, with the aubergine. It takes it across all of those, actually, because you get the reds, the aubergines, you get it, the allemandines, the pyropes in there, and it's just so luxurious and rich. Integrate that with those beautiful mint greens of that fantastic chain that we had. I mean, the idea, the fun we could have, the colours, I mean, it's just gorgeous, isn't it? Just beautiful. So pretty. We're going to give you a deal, but be there early. There's a lot of regulars and new buyers ready to take advantage, because we've just seen that in that fantastic bundle where we took so... What? Oh, trust me on this. I hope you're on that free phone number. Make that DPD man, or that lovely delivery man, come down that garden path with the biggest bundle you've ever seen in all your bundle days. And you'll have the biggest smile on your face as well, because of the money you're saving by dialing right now. And it's 1pp for the day. This deal is only till 9 a.m, but your 1pp ends at midnight, because then you start a new day, which is fine, but I'm more worried about the quantity and availability, because we just got everything allocated in that last auction. So $7.95 for 4 of them. These two 10-meter, 1 millimeter bundles, another 10 meters of the gold, and then another 10 meters of the 0.25. Again, it's working out at £2 a spool. £2 a spool. I can't buy a ball of string for that. $7.95. Twine costs more than that, Tommy. He's laughing at me. Bit of twine, garden twine, more than £2. Get some nice... You know what garden twine is. Tom's blank. I don't go in the garden. What are you on about? $7.95. Absolute steal. But we want to, you know, we want to make sure you've got all the materials that you need to get jewellery making. You can take it at your own pace. You can be making your great gift ideas, exploring other elements, as we said earlier. Yeah, and what's great about the jewellery making is, you know, if you got it for this season, if you don't like it, take it apart, make something else again next season. Do you use the wire with your polymer clay, Debbie? How do you integrate? Yeah.
Use it for all the veils to push in so I can bake it. You can use it for the little stamens inside the petals of flowers, different coloured stamens.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Inside bangles, you can make bezels out of it. You always use them for lots of different purposes.
We had with the ribbon yesterday, I know with the 1mm, Rachel threaded it through to strengthen. You just said bangle, that made me remember.
Yes.
Yeah, to create a banglette, but thread it through the ribbon to give it that stability as well, the 1mm.
Yeah.
Yeah, fantastic. I didn't think of this. Little stamens, little spirals coming out, your little flowers.
Yeah.
Oh, beautifulness. So loads of uses other than beyond actually just using it as a wire. So I think the call screen's broke. I think the poor call centre go, what's going on in that? What's going on in that studio today? Please bear with us. It is a free phone number. We've got loads of offers like this today. 0800 644 655. So just make sure you get the codes written down. You can just do it all as a big collective phone call, but you know it's good to be on that phone when you see me do the deal, because it gets allocated there and then. UWGC47. There's no queues on the website on www.jewellerymaker.com, and just proceed straight to checkout. Alrighty, because often I don't revisit these bargains. There isn't the time. We're going to go to our second new kit today. Yeah, which is Gorgini. Now, do you remember? Oh, look at it. Oh, this is pink and pearls and pinky perkiness. This is beautiful. If I just put in, look what I've got coming up for you. See, this is why I said this looks so great with that bargain you just got. Remember, you saved yourself £27 and the rest, because we're saying by our own price points, we're giving you the deals. So what are the savings? Debbie and I both know how much one of those ring mandrels can be elsewhere. What are the savings if you look beyond Jewellery Maker? Even greater. So here are your gemstone strands, and I'm just going to hopefully excite you further with a little bit of that, and then a little bit of this, a bit of what you fancy does you good. Hey! Oh, what are we going to make? Let's just share the love, feel the love. Can you feel the love tonight? I don't know why that song is mine, but I can't stand it. We've got to share the love. It's a dreadful song, isn't it? Sorry. I know, Chloe's up in arms now. She's shunning me. So I've dissed Elton. I don't mind a bit of Elton. Just those overplayed songs, over windy played songs. Anyway, let's share this love. SGGC 25. Let's feel the love. Oh, l'amour. Anybody remember dollar? This is our sterling silver kit, okay? So this is our high-end sterling silver gorgeousness. But you've seen the kind of madness that is ensuing today. We've got super duper duperlicious prices for you, big savings. So let's go through the gemstones. You have got the big, beautiful, I mean, they look like ripe glacier cherries. They're so rich, they're so glowing, the luster is so beautiful and moist, and 370 carats of the fuchsia agate, 12mm rounds. Look at those. Ooh, I'm thinking smoky quartz. Ooh, I'm thinking emeralds. Ooh, I'm thinking black spinel. Lip-smackingly good. And then you've got white cultured pearls. Oh, they're the ones I gave you a quick flash of earlier when we made our little raspberry ripple kit together with the garnet. Those beautiful irregular natural pearls, 8x6mm, with their ivory white glistening beautiful luster, their pearlescence that shines like the moon did last night, because it was really big and bright. Oh, it is a strand of moonbeams. Ooh, the moonstone coming up as well. And then we've got the banded 8mm fuchsia pink agate. Can you see how well this tied in with your lovely new starter kit bundle we just did? Yeah, with the hematite, the pink agate, yeah. Delicious hematite and pearls. Wow, wow, wee wow. And then you've got your threading materials as well to add to it. Monofilament, elastic, beading thread. Your connectors, because this is sterling silver, are sterling silver. And you've got 10 of these. So this is your precious 925 sterling silver. And they are an added extra. Now they're spacer bars with 2 holes, pack of 10. And we've also got, have I got the jump rings, honey? Because it says it on the screen. Yes, 50 of these. Have I got the extra ones, darling? It's saying it on my screen. I don't want to say it if it's not correct, because you've got these 42 pieces here. Yeah, because they are our fundamentals: 10 eye pins, 10 head pins, 2 shepherd hooks, the 5mm and the 8mm jump rings, 10 crimp beads, and 3 bolt ring clasps. Ah, yeah, I've got them, Jackie boy. And then also, as well as the silver 2-hole connectors, you know I'm just talking out loud about jump rings. I like to just double check before I say it. I've actually got, as well as what you just saw on the screen, another 50 jump rings. And these are 5mm, 50 of those, and they are sterling silver. Chainmail, which you know Debbie's an expert as, and she's got her DVD, and indeed she's got her chainmail course in October, which is the 20th, so you can learn more about that physically with the gorgeous goddess herself, Debbie. Yes, you'll actually see her and meet her in the flesh. She does exist. We don't just take her out of the cupboard and blow her up and then put her back in there again. She actually exists, and you can do an actual course with her. She's multi-talented as well as the polymer clay. So you've got the silver, you've got your gemstones, you've got your findings, you've got your little extra billy bonuses there with the actual spacers and the jump rings. And remember those price points. This is 925 precious silver, okay? Sterling solid silver. So it does reflect in the price. As you know, silver plating, as we discussed yesterday together, like gold plating, is a more economical way of providing you the luxury of that beautiful precious. But these are sterling silver, all solid, and you've got those lovely 2 connectors there as well. So loads in this kit. I know. You save £27, and that starter bundle, you can get a kit, add it to it, £24.95, and you've got an extra 60 pieces. So you've got the 42 pieces of sterling silver. This is even better than our other deals, because you've got the extra 42 pieces of sterling silver you see there, and then on top of that another 60 sterling silver pieces. So there's 102, and when we do our silver plate, our gold plate, it's 100 pieces, and I know it's different entities, chain and what have you, but you've got 102 sterling silver findings. 50 jump rings, lovely bit of dangle, lovely bit of chain. We can make chain out of the jump rings. We can make, if you've got the early bird, you know those eye pins, we can make chain out of that. Debbie will tell you that. Do you know you've got those 44.5mm sterling silver head pins? I think they were an early bird $5.95. So we've got 102 sterling silver findings with this kit for $24.95. Oh, it's sensational. SGGC 25. Let's go and see the lovely Debbie, because she's made some fantastic designs, and see what she thought about the kit, because it's just gorgeous. Just love it. Just love it. Have a little look. Oh, now you've taken it into 2 separate directions.
Really. When I opened the pearls, I just thought they are so beautiful. I just wanted to keep them all by themselves. Wow. Yeah, I just think they are just stunning. I think they're just absolutely beautiful.
They are. You're absolutely right. I just was drawn.
I did not want to use them with anything else.
That's too naughty for your own good, that is, Debbie. That's just so beautiful. That's just too naughty.
And I've used nearly all of the silver jump rings on there, because I've just bundled them together.
I love that. So, absolutely love that.
I just think they're just gorgeous.
And we've got the earrings to match. So we've got the complete set there. Isn't that beautiful?
They are beautiful.
You've just done that with your...
Just with the leftover eye pins, yeah.
So pretty. So that's our pearls. That's all the pearls. So that's amazing, actually. When I look at that, I'd have actually thought there was more than one strand in there, Debbie.
I know. I was amazed to get the tassel out of it. I mean, if I were in an ideal world, I'd like to put it all around the back of the neck.
Yeah. Well, we just get another strand then.
Exactly. Just get another strand, or just put some silver bars or something, you know, out of your stash.
Those hematite little tubes that you had in the starter kit. Or take it up the neck
but
there.
They are beautiful. They are so beautiful.
Gorgeous.
Just lovely as it is.
£4 for that straight away.
Yes.
It's real pearls. It's real silver.
I went to a shop yesterday. I went looking, waiting for my husband, and
she says, rolling her eyes.
Yes. You know what it's like. And I went looking at the jewellery centre, jewellery department, and I haven't looked at the jewellery department for ages and ages. And they had a pair of pearl earrings, no word of a lie, had 2 links at the top and 1 pearl that wasn't perfectly round. No, it was like this.
A baroque pearl, yeah.
£35. And then a necklace, just single pearl. Again, not perfect pearls, absolutely not. It was £285.
I know. I say it all the time. Yeah.
£285, and all it had was little silver balls in between.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Yeah. And you just think,
we just get blasé about the prices.
It's
here.
good to remind yourself.
I went home
really
last night and actually looked at the gems in a different light. I thought, these are quite nice actually, very, very nice. But you do get a bit blasé about them.
You do, it's important to remind yourself.
I was just astounded.
Yeah. I know, I think it's just because we're so used to seeing such great prices on here and working with them and you know, we know they're real and but you just think, well, what is everybody else selling them for? We say it, but then let's just go and have a look. It's a good idea to take a stroll, isn't it?
It is,
have a little look.
It is, yeah.
It's usually the time of year when I'd start to do it as well, yeah. Just remind yourself. And now we've got the beautiful pink and the fuchsia agate here. And I love these because you just found some lighter ones in that banded agate. I thought for a minute it was rose quartz, but you just found two that were lighter. And it looks almost like graduated. And then a little cheeky modern pair there, like that, where you just create a little kink in the pin there. Yeah. Oh yes, and then we've got this lovely, lovely. Oh, so we've used the connectors there as well, the silver.
Just two connectors I had left over.
Pretty. And is that a Stretchy, darling?
Yes, my good old Stretchy.
Good old
Stretchy.
Stretchy.
You can't beat them, really, can you?
You can't beat them.
You can't beat them at all.
And a layered tiered necklace, and that's beautiful as well. I love the way you've put the strands together. You've caught them with a crimp.
There's lots of beads in there,
isn't there?
Awful lot of beads in there, and I could have split it to 2 or 3 necklaces actually, but.
The jump rings have gone so far, haven't they? I mean, because you've got the 8, so you've got the 6 anyway, and then another 50.
That's
Look at the sparkle on that.
And I've got about 6 strands. 8 strands through the crimps, and you can still get 2 or 3 more. So the crimps in the kits at the moment are enormous. They're brilliant.
Brilliant. Now you're going to show us a demonstration, darling, aren't you?
Yes, of the pendant.
This bit here.
That pendant.
Because we've got the connectors in there as well.
Yes.
You see them?
Ever so easy to do. Ever so easy to do.
That would look nice on a bit of beautiful pink ribbon as well.
It would, yes,
lovely as well. Sorry,
very
darling.
Nice. No, it's fine. So all I've done is taken 2 pieces of wire. A beading thread rather, not wire, beading thread. And if I take you along the pattern, you'll see how easy it is. I've put 1 connector, so I move that across. 1 connector, then 2 small beads on one and 1 large on the other. 1 connector, 2 small beads on 1 thread and 1 on the other. And I've just repeated it over and over, it's like an abacus, isn't it? Over and over and over again, until I've got 7 large beads. And then I'm going to change the pattern now. I'm going to put 1 large bead and 3 small ones, and you'll see why. I'll show you the pendant in a second and you'll see why. This is going to be the top of the pendant. Okay, whoops, the top of the pendant. And I'm going to bring them both sides together and just pull it to, at the moment, just tie into a knot. So that centre part is quite tight. I actually want to thread them through, but I'm just going to tie them first just to see if they go around. Now the reason I've got more at the top than at the bottom, it needs to go all the way around. Can I just borrow the pendant a second?
Of course, yeah.
There we go, sorry. I found that when I tied them together like this, so I'll move it over, sorry. When I tied them together, the 2 didn't pull together properly. So it really is trial and error when you're making your jewellery. That I've got 2 beads in between every one, but the top I've got 3. And then the 3rd one, when you've pulled it together and you literally knot it, that's all you do, or you can keep threading the thread through if you want to. That centre bead, the holes are so big on these beads, I then threaded the wire through, which then forms the necklace. So I've got through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 strands of thread through there, and I could get another couple through there if I wanted to. So you see how easy that pendant is? That literally is just putting the connectors in between to form your design. Now I did actually do a different design where I alternated putting the large beads on the centre and then one on the outside and one on the inside, and it came like a zigzag.
Oh, okay.
Which would look really nice as well. So with these connectors, just play around with the patterns that you can achieve, because they're really lovely. You could just put a jump ring in between each one to have a silver bracelet.
Oh yeah, that'd be lovely as well.
Really, really pretty.
I'm fascinated by those connectors, I really am, and what the dynamic you can change.
Oh, you can.
Like you said,
You can have a single strand and then split to a double strand, or put them onto a nice long necklace and have some chain in between or something.
Beautiful.
But I think that's ever so pretty.
Oh, it really is.
Pretty.
Just saying how easy that, to come about, and yet just so dynamic, just so pretty. It's nice to have those two different sizes, isn't it? The smaller circle going around the big one in the middle there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just
ever so pretty,
gorgeous.
but really easy technique.
There we go. So there's no excuses. We need to get involved making that jewellery today, and make sure we don't miss out on this fantastic kit, the second new kit of the day. Share the love. Don't forget 102 pieces of sterling silver in this kit as well. So that really adds some value, doesn't it?
Oh yes, makes a difference.
Alrighty, we are going to have a little look at some of your designs. Don't forget, have we had any text in for the lovely Debbie, or say hi? Yeah, we've had some text in as well.
Have you?
We're getting geared up for a little polymer clay extravaganza at 12, a brand new bundle. Some secret ribbon down there, haven't you?
I have, yes. Yes. I'm in the middle of making something. Whether
But it's
I
not
get round
ribbon,
to
it's
doing
more
much
than
of the
ribbon.
challenge today, I don't know.
I know.
Because I've got so much to do.
I know, bless
I will
her.
try.
It's more than ribbon. It's like a metal.
It's a mesh ribbon, yes.
Metal mesh. It's just, I'm fascinated by it. Anyway, let's have a look at some of your designs this week and read out some texts. Alrighty. Oh, what a great use
I
of
know.
Yeah,
Do you know,
lantern
I've got loads
beads.
of these beads at home. What a wonderful idea to make them into a heart. Isn't that lovely? That'd be nice as a nice Christmas decoration on a tree, wouldn't it?
You're mad to do this tree today. I'm going to get you into the studio when it's time to put ours
because I'm
up.
making things at home. You're in the mindset, you think, right, Christmas decorations, yes. Everything
They're all
looks
in the
like...
shops though, Debbie. This is it. We can't escape it now.
I know.
It's the roller coaster ride now. They're all in the shops.
It's number 29. I love that. I think that's brilliant.
I love it as well.
Hi to the golden team on screen and behind. That's you lot. Well done. Yet another fab show full of inspirational designs, fun instructions, demos and information. Just great. Congratulations to Hannah on joining the Bountiful Club. Oh yes, Hannah Oxbury, yes. She's joined us,
Sorry,
hasn't
yes, the babies.
she? Yes. Oh no, so it's Hannah Osborne, beg your pardon. Because will she tell us what she's carrying when you're due? Would you like us to send a small gift for the right sex if you wish to share?
We know.
We
I don't know
now, but I don't know if we should say on air.
I don't know if it's our place or whether
Better not say.
Oh, I wish I hadn't said that now because it might come out.
No, it won't. As you can tell, I'm addicted to everything about JM, but no stalker, it says here. Now here's my attempt to be shown on screen on the Wall of Fame. It's a heart pendant made from multicoloured mesh beads, wirework, coils on leather cord, all from JM, of course. Try the design to make Jewellery magazine instructions, but not nearly as good as Sheila on the DVD. Quite right too. Can't stop making them in different gems and sizes. Hugs and love from Rain in Salisbury. Rain, that's beautiful. That's really inspirational, I like that. Very nice. Very nice.
Just desperate not to blub.
No,
Sell some. We'll have to find out. We just need to ask her.
I know.
This is number 32, and this is another Debbie in Fleetwood. And she made it using Chinese purple jade and abalone and made the set for a friend, and she loved it. Thanks for my hobby. I'm continuing to love experimenting with different designs, and I find all the designer demonstrations very helpful. And that's from one Debbie to another Debbie there in Fleetwood, Debbie Martin. Well, I'm so pleased your friend loved that. There's nothing nicer, is there, to make something for a friend. They're just so pleased. And it is beautiful. I can see why she did. You're number 32, Debbie.
This is very unusually held by a doll. Number 30. Hi everyone at JM. This is my first entry to the Wall of Fame. All the stones from JM. Loving the show, and good luck to both the girls with their births.
Oh yeah.
It would be nice if it got picked, so I could buy more gems. Love from Aaron in Slough. That's lovely. Nice bit of macrame going on there.
Oh, that's fantastic. I love the little I love who's holding it as well. It's a great bracelet. That's beautiful. I love the mixing of the blue and the greens there.
Yeah,
on the threads, on the threading.
Nice.
Yeah, beautiful, lovely
Very
friendship
nice
bracelet.
too.
And this we decided was like the Liz Taylor diamond or something, or the coloring. This is just amazing. This is number 33, and it's Nicola Beer. And she was inspired by the lovely Rachel Norris on Saturday's show, decided to have a go at wire work. It's her first wire piece. She says, I can't believe how Rachel makes it look so easy. I know. It's the same in a Sculpey clay. She makes it look so easy. This pendant is made from silver and a large concave pink quartz and freshwater pearls. She says it took me ages, but you know, I managed to fashion a half-decent attempt. She says the shows have been brilliant the last few weeks. I'm loving the new strands, the cuts, the gemstones. She says it's now a daily struggle to intercept the DPD man before my husband finds out how much I've spent. So a win this week would mean I can open my front door like a normal person and not a jittery ninja. What a brilliant description. That. A jittery ninja. I think that's how we felt this morning. Yes. Jittery ninjas. All at odds with ourselves. Nicola, congratulations. That's fantastic. And good luck for Wednesday. Who knows, you might win, my darling. You're number 33. We've had some text. Would you read out that one for me, darling?
I will do. It says, hi, Fu and Priscilla.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
there she is cooking. Priscilla.
Priscilla.
Elvis.
Right.
Priscilla Gladys, of course.
Of course. Oh, good. Debbie, all the crew. Just thought I'd say how excited I was to win yesterday. Yeah. Oh, well done. I nearly fell over. First time I won anything. Awful weather here. All well. Another excuse to watch the show.
Yeah.
Hugs to all, Mandy.
Oh,
Sue.
Mandy Sue. Because we had 4 winners. Well, loads of people texted in, but it was the first one to text in, and the prize was Rachel's jewellery. And we said she was going to pick something, but she picked more than one thing, Mandy Sue, and a scoop. So there's a few pieces coming to you. So
lucky thing.
Yeah,
Rachel's
well
jewellery.
done.
My goodness.
I know. Fabulous.
Very nice.
We had some more text, darling. You text into 60777. We'd love to hear from you today, whether you're a winner, whether you're just watching, whether it's awful weather, or whether you want to ask Debbie a polymer clay question. Because don't forget that last hour just whizzes by once we're demonstrating. So if you could get them in advance, that'd be brilliant. We've had one from Justine in Yorkshire. Says, hi all, loving the show as usual. Could you tell me, if you separate a strand of gems, how do you work out the carat weight? Thank you. That's Justine in West Yorkshire. Well, you can either do simple maths and division, but if it's graduated, that's not going to help you, is it? Because if you've got 40 gems on a strand and they're all 8mm, you can work it out, can't you?
Yeah.
You can just do the simple division on the calculator. If they're graduated, on our gem collector website, we do have, it looks like a little weighing scale. It's like a little digital, it's a bit bigger than a, you know, like the Swan matches, a big Swan matchbox. I know other matches are available. And it's actually just a digital weighing scale.
Oh, right.
And it will measure things in grams, it will measure things in carat weight as well. You can actually get them on our Gem Collector website, and that can tell you the individual carat weight of the gemstones.
In that case, anyone who's got the resin kit will have the same set of scales.
There we go. There we go. Hope that helps you, Justine in Yorkshire.
That's it.
Oh, here we go. Does that measure in carat weight as well?
Yes. Just in carat weight, no, just in grams.
Oh, that measures in grams. But the other one I'm talking about will tell you the carat weights, because it's something in the Gem Collector.
Actually, it has got
I
a button.
introduced it.
Actually, on there it has got a button.
Oh, you might be.
Well,
have a look. Have a play there,
sure.
Jack. Because I know we do the digital carat weight one, because I show it in the Rocks Academy, so you can actually weigh the weight of your actual gemstone. It's not a lot of money either as well. It's on the Gem Collector website, which is our website, Gems TV, Jewellery Maker. Alrighty, thank you, darling. I'll let you get on with everything you've got to do. Less than 10 chances on that kit.
Oh, not surprised.
I'm not surprised. Well, 102 pieces of silver and all that gorgini pinky pearliness. Have a bit of that. Now, I've got some lovely strands coming up that I think would look great with it as well. And I've also got, don't forget, because coming up, what did we say was about 11, darling? Oh, yes, the 14 beautiful steel... Debbie's working with the silver one. You've got loads of different colours. Yes, we've got a lot, but as my producer and my director have told me, Fee, we've only had these once before. They absolutely flew out. They're already attached, and you just unscrew them, you see. So it's a ready-made torque to just go on the neckline, thread your gems on. And we've got the moonstone coming up. I've got the emerald to do as well. Remember these, that's that beautiful moonstone from our Gems of Distinction range. Remember, these are all hand cut. And in 10 minutes' time, I'm going to unleash the natural emeralds as well. Look at those. And you remember that white quartz? A little bit of a queue on the phone line, but stay there with us. It's a free phone number. And we want successful. We've got the topaz still to come, the moonstone. Don't forget the topaz will be at 12. There's loads. And we're going to do those Indian emeralds in a moment, okay? Now, look at this white quartz. Look at that, which is fantastic because, I mean, Jaipur in India, where we cut those emeralds, is the Emerald City. That's what it's physically known as. But these are, I just love these. And again, I'm with Debbie. I'm around that tree with her. I'm going to get Debbie in to do our tree here, I've decided. She needs to come and do the tree, doesn't she, Chloe? We should just get our lovely viewers to send in Christmas decorations and hang it from the tree.
I agree, actually. I agree. That would be lovely.
Wouldn't it be lovely?
It would be lovely.
Gorgeous. I'll kidnap her to do my tree. The whole of December, just make the challenge for, let's just make nice decorations and send them in for our tree. I'm so lazy, aren't I? 165 carats of clear quartz. Oh, I just love, sparkling, look at that, look at the glow. It's like we just shined. Oh, I know, Mark would go bonkers for these nuggety goodness, wouldn't they? Just look at the glow, they're beautiful. I love the irregularity of the shape. They're such a party. Look at the light on those. Just nuggets, just polished nuggets,
They're
irregular.
Beautiful.
Aren't they just?
I want some of
I
those.
know, me too. Black spinel and these, I've dyed on to heaven. Look at the way they look like water that is just suspended on my hand, don't they? Look at the refractivity. That's that inner brilliance. That just shows you how fantastic the flawlessness of those quartzes are, because light enters the gemstone, it gets slowed down by the speed of the gem. It bends at an angle and it brings back with it the lightness and the brilliance of the gemstone. And if there are inclusions, it gets stopped. That journey of light gets stopped. Just goes to show you how flawless they are. I love there's a lovely liquid movement in their regularity of shape.
They'd be lovely in tiaras, wouldn't they?
Oh,
or combs, hair combs.
Yeah. Hair combs, tiaras.
Beautiful.
Oh, 165 carats. Ooh. I've got an amazing price for you as well. You will love these. These are just, you'd think they look good on the screen, they're even better in the flesh. I love these. You remember we put these with those Gorgini garnets and the pearls from that last kit. I mean, it just sent us into another stratosphere of gem heaven. Oh, you've got to have these in your stash. Put those with those rich smoky quartzes of this chocolate button kit, that first kit. Oh, hey. Oh, put those with this. $7.95. Oh, it's an absolute steal. Look at those with the blues. Oh, they go with everything. $7.95. It's the quality of what we're looking at, though. They're not plastic. They're not glass. They're not infamous crystals. They're a crystal made by nature, granted. You know, your quartz structure there is a uniform crystal structure. It's a special, very beautiful, semi-precious, you know, collection of organic minerals that came together to create this beautiful stone. It's been polished within an inch of its life to bring out that inner brilliance. I mean, you don't even have to do much to unlock it. That's why they've left them in the irregular. I like the irregular nuggety shape. It kind of gives it a waterfall kind of a feel, doesn't it? Get two. One's not going to be enough. Get two, because you're going to use these a lot in between gems. They're going to reflect the silver and the gold. Oh, it's going. I better shush now. It's going like, ooh, with them. Oh my word, waterfalls.
Oh, beautiful. That is
Dyed in
beautiful.
Oh. It's almost painful. It's so beautiful, isn't it? Debbie and I are just frowning at each other because of the beauty. We're like, oh, it's beautiful. You know, we look like we're in pain, but it's just because it's so beautiful. Oh. Remember price points. We've just had a little chat about pearls, and you know, we'll see topaz, you'll see quartzes elsewhere, but you won't see them for prices like this. You've got to have. That is a winter wonderland, yes, Chloe. She of a heart of steel, as even said. It's like a winter wonderland. I never forget, I'm like an elephant, aren't I? Just because she didn't like the Grand Canyon. She knows I love her, I'm just teasing. Shall we unleash? That's all been allocated. Debbie, I'm so sorry, darling. This is all I say these days to our designers. I'm so sorry you can't have one. We do. We need to get you a little laptop So you can just order online next to me and then do it for me.
If you're doing a challenge, I'd just be on the laptop all the time.
Yeah,
that's the problem.
All righty, yes, I beg your pardon. Let me bring you the emerald, natural Indian emerald. This is just beautiful. This is cut in India. Now, India is a mecca for gem cutting, but especially emeralds. The majority, over 70% of the volume of emeralds are actually cut in India. And the reason being, for hundreds of years, since the Maharajas, since your Tsars, since you're the rich, affluent royals of society, they established a wonderful mecca for gem cutting, and especially emeralds in Jaipur in India. And they still use the traditional techniques today of the simple hand crafting tools. The thing about when you say something is hand cut, you've got to be very, very careful, very specific, because according to the GIA, they are very specific about the tools that are used. You can't use any modern machinery, and they literally use what would they call a jindra and a cabana. It's a pulley wheel system, and it's a slow and controlled system that you activate with your foot, like an up and down, like an old spinny wheel. And they have the jindra as well, which is just like a little sandstone wheel. And that's how they actually cut the gemstones. And that slow and controlled process really allows for carefully containing carat weight, but unlocking the beauty. And they've had these skills passed down from generation to generation. That's why the area of Jaipur in India is such a mecca for cutting of the gems. And this is where a lot of our gems of distinction are cut. But specifically emeralds is where they're at. That is where they're king and cannot be touched. And our beautiful emeralds, now you can see them in all their wonderful tonality. There's so much work that goes into the cutting of every single gemstone. Per gem, you're looking at a good, 20 minutes, did we say, Chloe? Every single gemstone to be cut. Depending on, the smaller, if they're faceted, it's going to be longer, it's going to be 20 minutes. If there's more faceting, maybe 30 minutes. And on this strand, again, this is only a quick guesstimate, but you must have close to 100 emeralds on there. 100 times, even if, shall I go 10 minutes? Shall I err on the side of the super quick? 100 times 10 minutes. How much time are we talking here? So that's a lot of manpower. And every single emerald that you see on that strand, because it's not machine cut and calibrated and then machine drilled on a plate, they're all hand drilled by hand. They're picked up and drilled one by one and then set on their temporary strand. Now, I'm not going to hide from the fact I can see those natural little inclusions within the emeralds. That's not taken away from the beauty of emeralds. We know emeralds are a type 3 in the industry. A type 3 gemstone is the most heavily included gemstones on the planet, like rubelites. If they were flawless and clean, we wouldn't be able to bring them to you at this price. We wouldn't be able to have a strand like this available and the gift of emeralds. Even on our sister channel, I don't see perfectly clean emeralds. The brighter, the cleaner they are, the more valuable they are, obviously. But they'll cut them in a way whereby you're taking the jardins away from the eye to make it less prevalent. But you're talking £300, £400, £500 for these pieces, aren't you? These are emerald rings. Yeah, I can still bring you that 50 carats. We've still got the beauty. They're a chromium-rich gemstone. Well, actually, it's chrome. It's vanadium. These are the elements which the vanadium. These are the elements that can colour your emeralds, as it were, and give them those rich greens. Yeah, just incredible. The more yellows there, you're getting the vanadiums. The more darker greens, you're getting more of the chromes there. Whether you're talking Colombia, whether you're talking the Zambia, whether you're talking Brazil. Genuine natural emeralds. And what does that say? I mean, look at them with the gold. I'm just putting them up against the nail varnish just to imbue you with, just look at them with the gold findings. Just gorgeous. You could just separate those with the spacers. Having real emeralds on your table, on your craft table to sell, just making a real emerald bracelet. If Debbie was looking at pearls and their prices, what is a real emerald bracelet going to set you back? And like I said, you must have close to 100 on there. Just separate those individual rondelles that are hand faceted, that take 10 to 20 minutes each, by a gold bead, spacer bead. When you tell someone that they can actually find audible emeralds from our gems of distinction that are hand cut, hand polished, hand faceted, natural real emeralds, 50 carats, We know we're giving you the savings. We know we're there in Jaipur in India. We know how they're cut. We know how they're sourced. You know, there is the actual, just washing the actual gemstone there, isn't it? Because when you're actually, it's not just about washing, actually, it's keeping them cool. Because gemstones all have different personalities. This is actually a garnet, is it, Chloe, there? Yeah, rhodolite garnet. Same process that you use for all of our gemstones there in terms of the individual faceting and stranding. And they put the water on there because gemstones have different personalities. They'll react to different pressure, thermal shock. Some just like to be a bit cooler when they're cut. You know, you've got to watch your heat exposure to certain gems. It's like whether you're a morning person or a night person, they've all got different personalities. They all have to be cut in different ways. So that's why the water's coming down the wheel. If you've ever watched or talked to Glenn Lehrer. Now, just to give you some insight into the quality control that goes into these gemstones. Get them home. You know the value of your emeralds. You know the price of emeralds. You know what these emeralds could do to the price points of your own jewellery, or indeed the gift of jewellery. The emeralds, the richest, greenest, most precious gems on the planet. They're one of the big top 4. They fall into the category of the most precious. I know, OMG, £15.45. If you're not already on the line, then we need to be on that phone right now. I dare ask Debbie, the frown might just finish her off.
Wow, that's beautiful.
Isn't that amazing?
That's an incredible price, isn't it?
We're going to need Botox, you and I. In the forehead, because of all the frowning we're doing with the unbelievable prices.
That's unbelievable.
Isn't it? You'd suit emeralds.
That's the wrong price,
That
really.
is wrong.
When you think
It is
how
wrong.
long it's taken somebody to
cut, just to
I
cut,
know.
let alone the actual sourcing of the emeralds and digging the emeralds up in the first place before we even cut and polish.
Oh, they're beautiful. They're lovely. They're
Yeah.
special. Somebody special should have those.
Definitely, and that's you. Debbie's talking about you at home right now.
Yep.
So make sure you're on that free phone number, not missing out. 15, there's got to be close to 100. I know I haven't sat down and counted, but I'm looking at, you know, when you start to set 10, 20, 30, 40, I'm doing my guesstimate. You could even be more than that there. So, you know the value and the worth. Just a few of those and a pair of earrings on a gold finding, dangling from your chandeliers. Match them with your pearls. 50 carats. I'd buy a pair of emerald earrings for £15.50. I'd snap your hand off at that price. We don't even sell emerald earrings on our sister channel for that price. I think the most cost-effective price of emerald silver earrings I've seen were $24.95 on our sister channel. And those of you that watch both channels, which I know Belinda does at home, you know, you'll know that. You'll know I'm not making up things here. 50 carats. £15.40, and maybe your sisters or your mom or your best friend, their favourite gemstone is emeralds. Now we can make the jewellery, give them that jewellery, mix them up with the plush reds of those garnets, mix them up with a few of those beautiful magical moonstones, you know, because you've got the square and the round, mix them with your silver, your rose gold, your copper. I mean, it doesn't matter what you mix them with. Mix them with that sensual black spinel, which is going to burst on our screens in an hour's time. £15.45. ANJK23. Please don't miss out. Add them to your order. It's a free phone number. Let's have an exciting package of goodness coming down that path when the delivery man arrives. Let's have it jam-packed full of these amazing goodies, these startling offers that we're giving you today here on Jewellery Maker. This is the day to be watching and shopping, making sure you're not missing out. We've had it's been like a roller coaster. The days just, you know, the weekend's just snowballed with the goodness that's been coming day after day, and we're reaching a climax today. £15.45. Please don't miss out, because everything is limited. Any natural gem, any real gemstone is obviously limited edition eventually. So, you know, we are gonna have these all allocated. Make sure it's being allocated to you. And if you're on the website, proceed straight to the checkout. I have got a bit of a queue, am I right? Yeah. So please just bear with us. It's a free phone number. How are we doing on quantity for those watching on the repeat, darling? Where are we at? About a quarter of the stock remaining. So if you are waiting on the phone line, stay on that phone line, okay? So you can be successful. I'm still playing with 25% of the stock remaining, so do give us a call on that repeat, because it could still be available. You never know. But please don't forget to check out on your baskets, because you know it's almost playing with fire. You don't want to risk it. And look at that price point. The reality is 50 carats of hand cut. Everyone takes 10 to 20 minutes to hand cut, hand polish of genuine natural emeralds. 50 carats for £15.45. It's an offer for today and today only. I'm more worried about the quantity rather than it stops at 9 o'clock and your P&P ends at 12 midnight. Please don't miss out. You know you've got your 30-day money back guarantee. Right, I'm gonna have a quick swig of gin to recover, and then we're gonna come back. Look at these, look at this. Look at this gorgeousness. I'll do those gold balls as well. I've got those coming up as well. Oh, hey. Don't go anywhere.
If for any reason you're not satisfied, you have the benefit of our no-quibble 30-day money-back guarantee. Just complete the returns form enclosed with your goods and send them back for a full refund.
Black beads are traditional Indian beads which are carefully embellished with intricate detail by artisans. Each individual bead is a work of art and is created to add a whole new dimension to your designs. Black beads on Jewellery Maker.
You have a question or query for Jewellery Maker, then you can contact our call centre on 0800 644 655 and press option 2. Or alternatively, you can email help@jewellerymaker.com.
You can now keep in touch by liking Jewellery Maker UK on Facebook. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
Join the fun with guest designer Bea Morrison as she guides you through the basics of using gem art. During the course of the day, you will learn how to use the gem art kit, how to create different looks and effects, demonstrations on gluing and outlining, and how to create your own gem art piece. The full course includes a gem art kit and extra picture frame, a buffet-style lunch and refreshments, a tour of the studios and a chance to meet the presenters, and take a visit to our gemstone museum. All of this for just £69.95. To book your place, contact our call centre on 0800 644 655. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you. Add to your collection with our Sculpey Clay Basics DVD, full of handy tips and hints for all levels. Join guest designer Debbie Bulford as she teaches us how to create basic canes, kaleidoscope canes, bead shapes and much more. To get your hands on a copy, phone our call centre now on 0800 644 655.
Now it's going to be an exciting hour. We're going to unleash the fantastic 14 stainless steel beautiful torques, ready-made with their spiral connectors there and all those fabulous different colours. 14 of those, big quantity, but remember the last time they aired, and it's only once previous, they absolutely sold out. We've also got the moonstone at 11:30 or thereabouts. We're going to try for about 11:30. That fantastic high-end moonstone, again from our Gems of Distinction. We've also got a brand new necklace making kit with citrine and smoky quartz, again from our Gems of Distinction. 2 beautiful smoky quartz pendants in a fantastic cut. That's in the 12 o'clock hour with lovely silver findings, chain and wire. So it's like a little necklace making set there, or bracelet making set. So top end quality as well, all the way from Jaipur. So hand cut, so time taken, dexterity taken to really unlock the beauty and bring out the best quality of those natural, beautiful quality. And I'll do those lovely gold balls you saw me do earlier as well. Do you remember the ones I said that look fantastic with the emeralds? I'll do those as well. So loads to come. Topaz at 12, polymer clay bundle at 12. Debbie on the hour every hour. We'll have her whenever we can. I don't know how we're going to fit it all in, quite frankly. No. Let's do this beautiful bundle because it ties in so nicely with the last kit, and it's going to tie in so nicely with our third new kit today. It's all about pretty and pink and the femininity of those gorgeous pinks and the fun of those different textures and those different gemstones and layering and those chunky pieces and exciting pieces over those deep dark wool knits. And it can totally change an outfit. That's the beautiful thing about jewellery. You can be wearing something very sort of somber and dark, and then, you know, change an outfit. Just that black dress can completely change with the look of a piece of jewellery. And this is the exciting pink aluminium chain, the textured chain that I showed you earlier. We had that lovely minty green, didn't we, earlier as well? But this is the purple. I've got the pink coming up later as well, the bright candy pink, but this is the purple, the lilac purple. And you've got 1 meter of this aluminium chain, textured and twisted. And don't forget, it's already cut, okay? It's already snipped, as it were. It's so tightly packed there, because you just pinch them again with your tools, that you just don't even actually see it. But they are pre-cut, but they still retain that strength, because it's cut at the top so that you don't lose the connection there of the chain. So we've got 1 meter of that fabulous fuchsia metallic. Well, it's like a violet pink, isn't it? Ultraviolet pink. You know when something gets so searingly hot, it turns from red to ultraviolet purple? That's the colour. And then these amazing black agates with the pink quartz. Now here you see real gemstones in all their perfect natural beauty. You can see the pink quartz forming into the agate, because they're all the same family, but it's the different atomic structure which gives you their beauty. And then we've got the dye, the black there, enhancing the contrast between those larger crystals, which are so sparkly. I think Freddie likes these. And those darker blacks. Just look at those beautiful, those torpedoes, as Rachel called them yesterday. Chipolatas, I think I said, or zeppelins. Look at the size of them. They're gorgeous. Fuchsia pinks. Look at those crystals. Oh, bursting. Almost looks like druzy, doesn't it? They're all fabulous. Each one is a fantastic pattern story to tell. Each one is so interesting. Which one's your favourite? You can wire wrap with that lovely pink copper wire. So there's that beautiful, beautiful strand there. Just gorgeous. That over, you know, a lovely white sweater or a grey knit or a, you know, black polo neck. And then, do you remember, these are what I placed with those beautiful white quartzes, which all got allocated. So well done to you. And these are sizable as well. These would look so pretty with those silver bead caps. Do you remember we did that as the second auction after the baby bird? 220 carats, 10 millimeters each. Now, to buy these individual components separately, think of the savings we're giving you today. Massive. Oh, separately, we're looking at about £26. In fact, to be exact, £25.85 to be exact. But not today. You know today is a very special Sunday, and we really want to get excited about our jewellery making and have fun together and get those beautiful pieces. Let's get industrious before all gets busy and we get swamped in December. Wow! Instead of £26, £12.95. And I'm giving you Jewellery Maker prices as well. So at £26, I'm saying that's the Jewellery Maker saving. What could it be if you're paying that elsewhere? But today, an even greater saving. That is the price just for a single strand here normally. £12.95. I know, you pay that just for the chain. Have you seen the price of chain when you go into your wholesalers? Have you seen to try and go and get a bit of chain in a well-known hardware store? You know, you're not paying 12, you know, just to get a meter. Goodness me, and it's not any hardware store chain. This is beautiful and lightweight, but very strong. You can have that lightness of the density, but you've still got the strong, you've still got the glue of the aluminium there, which is, it's so versatile, but it's got that strength and that lightweight. And wouldn't that look lovely with that pretty kit we just had? I'll tell you what, it looks fantastic. If I just give you a little bit of insight to what is coming up in a moment. Hello, amethyst. Woof. Beautiful. Yeah, so thank you. Bear that in mind. Bear that in mind, what is still to come. So please, please, please don't miss out. They're going like hotcakes. People are thinking, yes, I'm going to try the chain. Give it a go. Separate those loops. You know, link them together. Use them in the key rings, Debbie said. Use them as the belts. Use them as the handbag straps. Use them if you're a bit DD Dallas on your epaulets, your big shoulder pads. Use them on your... Because there was a big thing in the 80s where you'd have a bit of that on a chain, on a face or something, you know, on your T-shirts and stuff. Let's... What would you like to do there, sorry, Chloe? Oh, you'd use one as a price tag to your... So you'd attach your little price and just use one link as your... That's a posh price tag, isn't it? Chloe's gone posh on me. For this price, she can afford to, can't she? She's got a metre of it. Yeah, why not? It's always about making your pieces bespoke and very individual. That could be Chloe's little insignia, couldn't it? 50% of the stock's already flown out. Well done, web buyers. And don't forget, you know, you can try before you buy. You've got your 30-day money-back guarantee. But this is not what we saw yesterday. We didn't see this Friday. Every day is different here on Jewellery Maker. So if you like what you see, get it there and then. You know, I've added up for you the savings you're making, £26. Like the look of it, if you don't think you're going to be inspired, but I'm sure you'll be inspired today with the lovely Debbie. And every day there's tutorials. Tonight the live show 7 till 9, you'll have another guest designer on as well. You've got tutorials on the you've got the Facebook family there ready to help you. You know, if you're thinking I'm puzzled by the aluminium chain, what can I do, how can I work it, you'll get an absolute plethora of answers from fantastic jewellery makers there ready to help and inspire you further. But I know you've got the ideas bursting there already, you know, and because it's a metre, it's just so fun to work with, so lightweight. You'll be amazed. Just have a play. That's how it always starts. Have a play. DPG C57. Yeah, funky for teenagers, you know. I love just a little bit. I think it was Sherry should just use a little bit on the brooch. You know, for the lapel of the coat, those winter coats. The wonderful brooches that really came back into fashion in the 1950s. It was a big thing, wasn't it? Because women had returned to work during the war, where all the manfolk went off to war. And then, of course, they were in the industry then and thinking, well, I want to carry on working in the 50s. So they were looking to feminise what they were wearing a lot. And this is why the brooch got such a huge resurgence, to feminise what they were wearing, but not in a kind of a... Still wanted to be taken seriously. It's not overtly glitzy, glamoury way. So that's when brooches really came back into their own again. And now we see them on waistcoats and lapels and coats. And sometimes you buy the faux, don't you, with that piece of clothing. But make it yourself. Alrighty, going like hotcakes, DPG C57. Last look. Over 50% of the stock's gone, but do give us a call on the repeats because we started with good availability. What we're wanting to do on today's show is make sure, you know, there's enough to go around for the night show as well, but already lots of pieces have been fully allocated, so don't forget to check out on the web. So hopefully we'll I can't think of the word now, offset that by fantastic price points like this and greater availability. The moonstone is looming. The moonstone is looming. Is it talk time? What's next, darling? The space. Because I said these look gorgeous with the emeralds. Let me show you those emeralds again. There may even be a couple left. These spacer beads are gold, you see. And how fantastic. You know, just placing one of those in between each of those emeralds is going to make your emeralds go even further. An emerald with a gold bead like this and then a pearl. I mean, you don't need anything else, do you? You don't need anything else. And how much are you going to sell those earrings for? Those emeralds were £16, basically. Now, we talked a lot yesterday about gold prices and the gold rush. Those garnets. Oh, Gorgini. Pearls and garnets. Garnets and emeralds and pearls. Oh, my. Oh. Oh, am I still in Kansas? Goodness me, I think I'm dreaming. Now, these are beautiful. I love their little fat donut shape. They're a lovely fat donut, aren't they? They're not wafer thin. There's a lovely chunky, jumbly chunkiness to them. Thank you, darling. They're beautiful. Look at those. There's a lovely depth to them. Yeah. And actually, in all honesty, you know, excuse me, sorry, the size in between, yeah? You've got 4 grams of silver with the gold plating. So I know, I'm looking at that and I'm thinking I can get my wax cord through that. I can get lots of beading thread through that. And they look, you know, they look so, if I should show you that way, they look so much, don't they? There's such a large surface area to be really gleaming in between gemstones. They'll hold their own. They can separate those gemstones. And this is what Debbie said earlier. Do you remember about the pearls? And she says all there was in between them were just little silver round beads. And, you know, £300, and there you go. Now, these are gold-plated silver rondelle spacers, 4x2 millimeters, and you get 40 of these. We're going to give you an amazing price. What's that, Chloe, my darling? Oh, okay, darling. An amazing price. $7.95. And again, think of the texture, think of the opulence. That's 4 grams of silver with the gold. And look how much they're gleaming. You know, you just got 40 of those, and if you just put maybe 4 or 5 in between the emeralds, in between your garnets, you know, 40 is a heck of amount actually when you start to break it up and separate. Look at that little parcel. That might be all you need for a bracelet or a necklace there. It does make your pieces look very professional. It makes your pieces look very opulent, very rich. It makes them look even more expensive because, of course, you're adding gold and silver. There's the opulence. And, you know, it's important that we distinguish, as we did yesterday, you know, that the gold plating, you know, it has to be 1.5, you know, with our 18-karat gold plating, 2 microns thick. And it's on silver, so these are the noble precious metals, your platinum, your gold, your silver, because they don't tarnish and they're anti-corrosive. You know, we know silver over time was slightly tarnished, but you can polish them. But this is why they're the precious metals as opposed to your base metals, which just can corrode and what have you. So these are gold on silver, and this is your opulence. This is the warmth, this is the rich, that burning ember of gold sunlight. I mean, this is why the ancients used gold in their jewelry. This is why you see it in your ancient Egyptian artifacts, because they believe gold symbolized the energy and the warmth of the sun. It gave power. So for $7.95 and to get 40, I think it's an absolute bargain. Bargain, that. Alrighty. Love those. Lovely, fat, juicy donuts. What's it to be, darling? Is it time for the talks? We've got good availability, but as Chloe, my director, my producer, keep telling me, she's just said, get on the phone lines now. When she tells you something, she means it. You don't mess with our Chloe. She says they've only been on one before. Yes, they had 1,000, but they absolutely went so quick because people were buying 2s and 3s. If you know your mom's at work or your sister's gone off for Sunday lunch or, I don't know, you know, doing whatever, gone round to Auntie Maud's to have a cream tea, then please, please, please don't, you know, if Beryl's out the back there doing a bit of pruning, please make sure that you've got these for her, because they'll thank you. Because when you come to try and buy them again, they'll be gone. And we won't have them in again. That's always the way of the law, isn't it? It's always the way of the world. Now, I've got 14. I've actually got 13 because Debbie's got the silver one. But let's take you through the colours. Bright metallic red, bright fuchsia pink, chocolate brown, turquoise, emerald green, gold, royal blue, black, indigo purple, orange, almost like a bronzy copper orange, baby pink in contrast to your fuchsia pink, gold, and then bright azure, think apatite blue. And then we had a silver one that Debbie, I gave her in the challenge today with the Icicle bundle. Now there's 14 of these. It's a big auction, and they are connected by a little stainless steel barrel. And these, if you have a little look, they just undo. So if I just get the right end, there you go. See, I'm just unscrewing. There we go. And there you go. Really easy to work. Now, you are going to need, obviously, a different way of putting your gemstones on. Unless it's got a bigger hole, it can slide over. But this is where your jump rings come into. And bye, darling. See you, babes. These jump rings, you see, I'm going to do an offer as well in a moment on these jump rings. Now, you can attach your gem onto your jump ring, as you know, with your wire, and that will go over. That's a 5mm jump ring. So we can still get loads of our gemstones. I think Rachel did a little tassely, bundly thing with the agates yesterday. So we can get all our other smaller gemstones, connect those on with jump rings and our wire. And I mean, the possibilities are endless, Debbie, aren't they?
I use those a lot with my polymer clay pendants because they're good at fairs to display the different colour pendants.
That's a good idea.
But I plait mine together.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I actually take off the ends of a couple of them.
Oh, yeah.
And put them to one side. I just don't use them.
Yeah.
And then take the 3 colours and plait them. And then you just get wire and just coil it around the top just to hold them together.
What a good idea! So we can just take off the ends, and then how do you just keep one with an end, or
just one with an end?
Just
keep
one with an
end, and then just wind some wire around, and then plait it, and then the other side.
And that's all you have to do. That's a brilliant idea. I hadn't even thought of that. There's me, dullard that I am. I hadn't even thought of that. So brilliant. We can just connect all those colours together. And here is one piece that Debbie's actually made in today's challenge with those beautiful, beautiful wood beads. And she's connected with a beading thread around the silver torque, added that beautiful white quartzite, and given a pretty, pretty star. Isn't that, so you can just do that wrapping around. I haven't thought about the wrapping around. There's me connecting on with jump rings. How beautiful. It gives an illusion. So great for an illusion necklace, isn't it? They look like bubbles. That's beautiful.
I didn't really know what to do with it, to be honest.
I thrust it upon you, to be fair.
That's all right. I just didn't want to just put a pendant on the end of it.
Yeah.
But I've done that before with when I've plaited it and actually wound around the 3 colours, and they look really pretty.
There we go.
Yeah.
So great ideas, and I think I just love the simple idea of how Debbie just said, when I wanted to display my polymer clay pendants. There you go, and then I dare say people buy them anyway off you and go away with the polymer, because great for the polymer clay because you can do your own size bail.
Well, yeah, because if you have different colour pendants, you can say to them what colour strand, what colour necklace do you want.
Take your pick. I've got 14
That's
here.
Right.
Yeah. People are already buying these on the web. They're going like hotcakes. People are buying more than one. I love the idea of taking the ends off, plaiting them together, and then all you're doing is just doing a little bit of wire wrapping. That 0.25 wire we had earlier in the bundle,
that'd
just wrapping around. That'd be perfect, wouldn't it? Yeah,
absolutely.
That
perfect,
black wire we had, 0.25, just wrapping around. Now I won't lie to you. The reason we've only seen these once before, to try and bring these back again, was extremely difficult to source because we were struggling with the price. Because what we found was the popularity of these, not just for Jewellery Maker, but worldwide, has gone. Everybody's gone a bit mad for these, and the price is rocketed. So to actually bring them back again to match the savings proved difficult. I don't know if we'll be able to do that again. So please, 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 we are going to match our own amazing price when they first launched. However, I can say, trying to source these, you do not get them for this price now anymore. It's like the gold prices, they've gone up. So we've got 14 that can actually just plait them together. Yeah, all gems, all the materials, everything's just going up. It's like you heard on the news yesterday, you're hearing it on the internet. Food prices going up, everything's going up. The bad summer, you know, the gold we know is rocketed. Steve's not happy about the gem prices going up. And again, that will certainly in time reflect in our price points. It's got to somehow, because ultimately, unless the customer is prepared to pay that little bit more, then we'll all suffer, won't we? Or it just won't happen, they won't be around. Now these, the second time we went back for them, have gone up in price, but we're not going to do that for you today. I promise you, if you do remember from the first time, you've already bought them, then in fact, text me in if you've already bought these the last time. How did you find them? Give us a text. Pack of 14. I haven't even brought the pricing and 200 are gone. I've only got 1,000. 1,000 sounds like a lot, but it is not. $9.95 for the sets. What a steal. That is amazing. That is amazing. Again, if you're looking to get these at another time, you'd be looking at least £15. And I'm not even saying that we could get them in again in this kind of quantity. So $9.95, a pack of 14. Please, please, please don't miss out. It's first come, first served. And I'll be very honest, we've only seen these once before. They're so versatile. Plait them together. Debbie had some great ideas there. Demonstrate your polymer clay. Let people choose which colour they want. You can put your jump rings on there. Wrap them around with the wires. You know, if somebody said, I like that gemstone, but I want the blue as opposed to the green, they can choose. Isn't that lovely to personalise it there and then? You're so professional, you can just personalise it there and then. Or here, you can just choose, well, I know Mom likes the green, so I'll do the pendant in the green. I know my sister loves the pink, so I personally love blue, so I'm going to keep that appetite blue one for myself. I know Margaret's mad about gold, and I know, or Belinda, she's just bonkers about that black spinel, so I'm going to have this with my black. Yeah? Great for young jewellery as well, isn't it? It's not fogey-ish, is it? There's nothing fogyish about these. What could be fogyish about this beautiful, and let's not forget those gorgeous men. Jackie boy, Tommy boy. They might just wear that with a pendant. Wouldn't you wear that, Jackie boy? Just wear that with like a nice masculine pendant or something, or a round disc pendant, you know, maybe 3 on the middle. Simplify it.
The big thing at the moment is skulls.
Skulls, yeah.
Everywhere.
Skulls are everywhere, aren't
If
they?
you do
Yeah.
a Christmas fair for young kids, I mean, put a skull on there and they'll fly out.
That's Jed. He's very rock.
Yeah, skulls or crucifix or something.
I tried, don't I, Jack? Jed's very rock. He don't care. He just loves jewellery. $9.95. 300 already allocated, so we need to be quick. We need to make sure we're not delaying. I'm talking $9.95 for the 14. You all have your own ideas. Don't forget, in a moment, I'm going to unleash that fantastic moonstone. So let's have another look at that necklace. We can just wrap around. I just know, if you get just one pack, you're just going to wish you got 2, aren't you, Debbie?
I mean, that'd be great to keep for future projects.
Yeah.
And then put one with that lovely kit you had earlier, with the bracelet bracelet thing.
Oh, the bargain bundle, the
Yes.
new beginners bargain bundle with the toolkit,
That'd be superb for
$17.95.
beginners, just to put a pendant
Oh
on.
yeah, because that's so simple to work with, isn't it?
Absolutely. Brilliant.
Great gift idea. We had so much of a saving in that, didn't we? About £27,
gosh,
whatever it was.
yes.
So for £10, do get 2, because you will use them in a heartbeat. 14 sounds like a lot, but and then when you're trying to get some more from us, we won't have them. We just won't have them.
Classes, if you teach
If you
somewhere.
teach, yeah.
I mean, you could sell those to your students for a little bit more.
Oh, you could. You could.
But that sort of thing you can stick in your bag and use them 12 months on. They're not, you know, not
exactly.
going to go out of fashion.
No,
They're
gosh,
perfect.
no. They've got
Perfect.
every colour, not going to go out of fashion, to fit any neck size.
Yeah.
Dee Dee's going to have the pink and the green. What colour are you going to have, Chloe? Orange. She's going for orange and gold. Jackie boy? Black. Black and blue. Yeah, I'll have the blue. Debbie?
Don't care, whatever's left.
Whatever's left. Marvellous. That's 5 people here. We've got at least 2 each, and there's 4 left over for anybody who appears. Do you know what I mean? That's the beauty of it. Alrighty. BATA53. It's moonstone. I'm going to leave those with me. That is fantastic, that piece of jewellery. That's absolutely beautiful. But please, please, please don't miss out. You know what it's like. They're gone. And the blue topaz, that was the case yesterday as well. And I will do those jump rings. Should we do those silver jump rings in a moment as well? Because just because they fitted on beautifully onto them. Now this is I'll just quickly flash the topaz that's coming up at just after 12, because I will do the topaz and then we'll have a breather to answer all the calls, because I know what's going to happen. It's going to be fly out, and we'll got a great bundle with Debbie and a bit of polymer clay. So keep your texts coming. That is a massive 50 carats. We had 30 carats yesterday. This is an extra 18 centimetres because the strand yesterday was 10 centimetres. I think memory serves me right. Yeah, this is 18 centimetres extra and 20 carats more. But we're not going to double the price. It's a different look in terms of the rondelles as opposed to the bralettes. But it's still going to be an amazing price point. Don't miss out. They all got allocated in the live show yesterday. Okay, let's do the moonstone. Oh, I just love. And when you take these off one by one, these would look so beautiful actually with our lovely little, you know, that necklace set we've got coming up. Look, can I just, you know, the gems of distinction in that little necklace project or bracelet set. How pretty would they look? Yeah. Isn't that pretty? Wouldn't that look gorgeous? Look at that angular essence. It should glide across the gemstone. Now these again, hand cut in Jaipur in India. So every gemstone taken on average between 10 to 20 minutes each to cut, to facet, to polish by hand, and then literally drill through the middle by hand. Now again, not only are we in the Mecca, look at that glow. Look at that glow for the cutting of gemstones. But we are also in the region of India, where the finest moonstone is sourced for worldwide demand. And that is because of the beautiful schiller. Can you see it there? I can see it at home. I'm hoping I'm showing it there for you on the camera. It's just catching the light, because when you take them all apart separately, you're going to have more of a surface area to investigate that shimmer of light. Just beautiful. So the care that is taken to the individual cutting. Again, we've got the silvery dove greys with your labradorites look beautiful, with your peaches and your pinks, with the whites, just delicious. And you only need to just be looking at a couple, don't you? You don't even need to overdo it. Just gorgeous. Could I borrow your cutters there, Debbie, just for a second? And I'll just thank you, darling. Thank you, beautiful.
Do you want a black mat?
I was just looking and I was just thinking I've lost mine.
No, it's got this on it.
Oh, thank you, honey. Save it scattering everywhere. Thank you, beautiful. I just want to show everybody the variation of colours on here, because they are extraordinary. Because we've got our whites and we've got our silvers, and they're just glowing, just beautiful. So if you look at the tonality there, oh, sorry, darling. This one is almost white with a little hint of pink there. It's very delicate. But it's a feldspar. Oh, it's a feldspar gemstone. So I'm talking delicacy of colour, not gemstone. It's an orthoclase family. So beautiful. Look at the clarity. Yes, there's it's like a semi-translucency. Can you see that peachy orange there? Just that hint, isn't it? When you catch it in the light. Yeah. Look at that clarity. And that is hand drilled and hand cut. Just beautiful. And then they become maybe a little bit more silvery grey. And you can see that is intensified by having them side by side. Yeah? Beautiful. And this is the kind you'd see set in our gold. Then we've got our rich sort of reds, peachy reds as well. Isn't that beautiful? All faceted by hand, each one. That's the care that's taken in Jaipur in India. All faceted by hand. They're just glowing. These whiter ones are just glowing. Look at that. Really beautiful. They're so clear. See the difference in the tone from the silvers there to the pure whites, to the peaches. All hand. You can really see it there, can't you? It's an amazing, just so beautiful. I think you just need to get them home and try them out. Yeah. And there's so much on the strand. And if you don't think you've got value for your money, then you know you can send them back to us. Yeah, take them to the jewellers, get them valued, get an appraisal, or to make your own evaluations, because you'll see moonstone elsewhere, but will you see it for this kind of quality? And what's so lovely on the strand is you've got such a variation of beautiful tones there, from the white, from the silver, from the peach, and more importantly, from the Tamil Nadu region of India, which is known for the most beautiful, striking whites and a moonstone with a schiller. And you've got the peaches. The silver reminds me of the moonstone from Sri Lanka, actually, the Shining Star moonstone. But here, you know, you've got the whole gamut there, haven't you? You've got all the shades. And again, I'm just doing a quick guesstimate. I'm just setting some up for you. Can you just see that variation of tonality there? Just beautiful. You've got, what have I got here? 3 and 4 is 7. That's 11 gemstones there. And I've got another, God, I've taken, Jack's going to look at me, I've got taken apart, I'll probably another 30 on the table here, 40. Again, 50, there's got to be close to over 80 gemstones on that strand. And they're all faceted by hand, and they're all polished by hand. And they all took, on average, 10 to 20 minutes each to be faceted by hand. And don't forget that faceting gives you greater control over the beauty of the finished piece. 60 carats collectively. It is going to be an amazing offer. It takes time, it takes dexterity, and actually when you see the gemstones on the end of the dobstick probably isn't much more than this nib that I'm holding here, because it's tiny. And that is what they're holding, that is how they're faceting on a cutter's wheel. There's no calibration from machinery and digital machinery that is measuring that. You know, it is going up against the sandstone wheel, or the cutter's wheel, and literally creating a square, literally polishing afterwards, all by hand. One slip, and boof, I've lost half my carat weight there, haven't I? One slip, and you know, or going too harshly, I could shatter my moonstone. Don't have the water coming down at the correct rate or the temperature, and my moonstone could just implode. because he likes to be quite cool. He's a cool dude. They've all got their personalities. They've all got to be cut at different pressures and different temperatures and treated with care. These are your genuine gemstones. All that work, all that quality, 60 carats. From our gems of distinction, a very distinctive range of quality, $17.95. Brilliant. These would work so beautifully with the Icicle selection that Debbie's got this morning, with those white quartzes. Put the whites with the beautiful sky blue topaz. I mean, we can separate this up. Put those lovely peachy ones with the richness of your green emerald. Put those beautiful whites in between the round faceted rondelles of those sky blue topazes. What would you do with your moonstone, Debbie? Because it's such a fabulous shape. What would you think?
I don't know. You see, some strands I think are so beautiful, I just want to sit and look at them. I don't want to cut them.
That's honest.
I just want to sit and look at them.
I know. I'm like that about the black spinel.
I didn't know you could get different colours like that in moonstone.
Yes, yes.
I really didn't know. I think it's absolutely beautiful.
Peach
well, I
and
think
silver
I'd keep it for something a little bit special.
A bit special.
And probably make a nice bracelet. People tend to notice bracelets more than they do necklaces for some reason. I don't know why. Because when you're talking to people, you're moving your hands.
Probably, yeah.
And I'd probably use that in a weave with something and just put one or two moonstones.
You wouldn't have to use a lot, would you?
No.
So maybe some findings. Would you go gold, rose gold, silver? Which direction would you?
Rose gold, probably. A tassel with some
tasselage. Yes.
Very nice. You could actually do a beady bead with those. And because of the shapes, they become really quite jagged.
Because they're square, aren't they? I've never seen a square beady bead.
Yeah, they looks really nice actually.
Oh, I challenge you to make one day with square cut gems.
I will.
Show me a beady bead with square cut gems. I've never seen it.
Haven't you?
No.
It looks ever so pretty.
I don't
really
get how much.
Pretty.
I've never seen it. I must have missed the show when we've done it.
I have done it before. Yeah.
She says, well, I mind. I'll see Debbie another day. So even if she just does it on the side, so I can just see what does a square cut gemstone beady bead look like. Maybe you'll do one and send it into the Wall of Fame, even better. And then I'll see it that way. Now, it's going like hotcakes. A lot of the quantity's been allocated. CASF60. We're thinking about those presents. We're thinking about those special pieces. Please bear with us. And, you know, as Debbie quite rightly said, you know, she's not seen these in the different colours. Well, I've seen it because obviously working here for so long on our sister channel. But to all intents and purposes, it's true. It's not something you see a lot out there. The silvery greys remind me of the Sri Lankan moonstone. The peaches, very rarely. Sometimes I've seen it set on jewellery on our sister channel, you know, your peach moonstone, and then you've got the beautiful angular essence, and you will see that metallic shimmer on certain aspects of the gem when you move it in the light, you know, that blue shimmer of light, and it should just roll and glide across the surface, okay? And then some may even be absolutely pure and clear. Just beautiful, beautiful moonstone, the gem of new beginnings, new starts, and as the, you know, just gorgeous, just new beginnings. Let it be a new journey you take with us with Jewellery Maker here today. Just like looking at them, like Debbie said, just like looking at them. Oh, now hold on a minute, hold your horses. Let me just hold up a bit of beautiful gem quality for you and just see what you think with the moonstone. With those whites or those silvers. Look at this with the pink quartz. Oh, beautiful. Or how about some pretty in between the squares or the silvery grey, the lavender. Don't those hues look beautiful together? It's the next and the third new kit coming up, and I'm about to do it now, okay? And I will do, because I haven't forgotten about those wonderful talks. There's still availability to come in for them. If you've missed the code, we've had good quantity for the 14 cord. Just talk to the customer service centre. Talk to the call centre. VATA53, I think it was. The call centre will know. And I will do those 5mm silver because they fitted on perfectly if you just want to create little drops and tassels and... Yeah. I know we've got 1,000 of those, but I can say 50% of the stock, 500 already been allocated, so well done to you for making sure you don't miss out. Now, because we've got the topaz looming and so much more still to fit in, I have to have it next to me to remind me so I don't forget. Let's just move these beautiful moonstones over here. I think I'll have to give some of these to Debbie, quite frankly, so she can make that beady bead, so I can see it. Dying to see that, I really am. Okay, let's put those over there and bring you the third and brand new kit. Are you all right for your cutters there, my darling?
Oh yes, please.
Yes, sorry. Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay, I think this is possibly my favourite. I really do, because it's just the luxury of the prettiness and the amethyst. Let's face it, it's the amethyst, isn't it? It's what, I mean, just look at the heaven that is there. Just look at the heaven. That's heavenly. What is there not to love about this gorgeousness? This is called, oh, very apt. It's not called Gorgini, but it could be. It's called feeling gorgeous. And I know you're going to feel delectable wearing this kit, wearing your creations from this kit. Debbie's creations are to die for. They're so delectable. They're mouth-wateringly gorgeousness. Alrighty, let's take you through everything you're getting. Beautiful. Remember, new jewellery makers, free DVD, free booklet to get you started, as well as Debbie's own ideas, website full of tutorials, Facebook page with our Jewellery Maker, courses you can do in our Hub magazine. We send you all that for free as a first time buyer. Maybe you got that early starter kit and you're feeling ready to go and you just need a kit now extra to get that jewellery making going. Let's start with amethyst. Let's start with the biggest one. Oh, 260 carats of amethyst, 10mm rounds. Glistening and luster and beautiful and brilliant. Just fabulous. Look at that sparkle. Look at that. Oh, do you know what I'm thinking? Again, black spinel with these. I know I've got some in a bundle coming up later. If you missed out, anybody who was quick enough on the last 2 days, well done. Oh, and I've also got the darker 4mm. I think I've just had a heart attack. Not literally, but something's just been delivered. Hold your shot there, Tommy. That you didn't tell me. As that naughty, it's Ed and Freddie, isn't it? They've been in. OMG! Oh, is this part of the bundle?
Oh,
this is separate. I know, Debbie! Someone's delivered it in the gallery. This isn't part of the bundle, these are separate. The fairy, the gem fairy's bin. I nearly gave birth to Priscilla yesterday when I saw that black spinel.
Oh dear.
Oh my goodness. Are they going to come? Am I allowed to sell these today? Right, I'll get back to what I'm supposed to be doing, but black spinel. Belinda, you're watching. She loves the black spinel. They're just such an amazing shape as well. How beautiful. Oh, that's naughty. I saw Ed and Freddie arrive earlier and I wondered was he up to something. Anyway, back to feeling gorgeous. Sorry, yes, 50 carats of the 4mm natural Zambian amethyst. Okay, the darker shade. See, they're smaller, so you're garnering a richer tonality there as well, because your amethyst ranges in tone. We've got another 40 carats of that pretty delicate baby pink Madagascan rose quartz, and you know your quality of your Madagascan rose quartz. We've seen some of the most beautiful high-end distinctive gem strands of that recently, sold them individually, absolute sellout success. So already you can see how we're building the value in this kit. And then another 150 carats of the faceted 8mm rounds. Add pearls, add black spinel. Oh, goodness heavens above. I'll never recover from this weekend. Then we've also got our beading materials, monofilament, elastic, beading thread. Let's look at our findings, the black and pink organza bag. And we'll go and see Debbie. Silver, 42 pieces of sterling silver. And I'll give you an amazing, after we've done this, I will give you those jump rings as well, so you can have more silver in a moment. And I think from our Facebook family, I think the collective decided their favourite gemstone was amethyst, wasn't it? Zambian amethyst, Madagascan rose pink quartz. 4 amazing strands, 925 sterling silver for a mere £27.95. Unbelievable. unbelievable. And I will do those jump rings, so if you want to add more silver to your kit, you can, but I would pay that price just for one of Debbie's pieces, because the luxury, the quality, and it's like anything, you see the price of amethyst elsewhere, you understand the value that you've got in that kit for £27.95. Solid sterling silver. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. This looks so rich and expensive.
It does indeed. Now I had something different. I had clear quartz in
There was a bit of an anomaly in what we gave you.
Yes.
Yours will have Madagascan rose pink quartz.
Much nicer.
Still the same size, but you had white quartz. I'm sorry about that.
That's okay, I can cope with that.
But we can still emulate the designs, but just so you know, yours will have the pink Madagascan rose quartz in it.
Which will give it a lift, actually, be really pretty.
Oh, it's still beautiful if you wanted to work with white quartz anyway, but talk me through your designs, darling.
Well, I did the necklace first, and I was very, very naughty because I used, I would say, 90% of the most beautiful amethyst in this necklace. I just think that is gorgeous.
It's got the tut because it's so naughtily good. Oh, that
and all they are lots and lots of stretches, you know, just sort of stretches.
Your donuts again.
And then all I did was thread the thread through and pick up one bead in the middle and one bead in the middle. See how they're just circles?
So you created circles and then you've
just threaded the thread through.
Oh, okay. Just trying to. Oh yes, that's amazing.
Just lots and lots of circles folded on top of each other. I just thought, when I put them together, I thought, do you know, I don't want to separate these. I just think as a cluster they look beautiful and just stunning.
It's practically selling out, Debbie. 3/4 of the stock's been allocated.
I'm not surprised. I just think it's the most beautiful kit.
It is.
Oh,
it is. This is your graduated earrings. We will get to a demonstration, but I'll just, because it's going like hotcakes. Beautiful bracelet there as well. A lovely weave, is it, darling?
Yes.
Yeah. With your focal point of those amethysts, the darker, and the quartzes there. These are beautiful as well. Look how you've used the jump rings there. Just a few of those pretty, which would be your pink Madagascan quartzes there. But Debbie had the white ones, just so you know. They're so funky and so delicate, just beautiful. And then this is charming, this ring. Now, how did you do the ring?
Just on monofilament, but monofilament does stretch. With the heat of your finger, it does stretch, so that's quite comfortable to wear, actually.
That's gorgeous, Debbie.
I make a lot of those with my own seed beads at home for Christmas fairs and things. And do that with very fine elastic, but actually it does work.
It's fantastic.
And I just had some left, and I didn't really know what to do, and I just thought, well, I'll just try and make like a lariat design, so that just comes off.
So that's your little hoop, that's your clasp.
Yeah,
and it goes over
go
the
through. Yeah.
Oh, I see.
But you can make lots of different colours and wear them all together.
Yes, yes, because it's all about that layering. So what can you show us?
What would you like me to do?
Well, I don't know.
I've been so busy, I haven't gotten it ready. So tell me, what would you like to do?
I know. Well, what would we like to see? I'm just thinking the time, because we've got about less than 10 minutes. So, in terms of demonstrations, because we just have to break it as well.
If we've got just 10 minutes, let's show the people that are joining us. Let's not use the silver ones. Let's use something else.
We'll try the ring.
How to do just a normal little ring. I mean, I don't know whether I'm going back to basics really. How to do a hoop. They're quite cute, aren't they?
So beautiful, Debbie.
To do a linked chain, or to do just a simple drop earring, you have to make sure that your loops are perfect.
Yeah.
And to do that, I know I've said this before, but I have my own round nose pliers at home. And I have put a mark with some permanent marker on it, so I know that every time I do my loop, it's in the same place. So everyone is perfect size, because that's what makes it the difference between handmade and homemade, which is one of my sayings. So
yes.
Right. So how do you make that happen? So you put the bead onto a pin. I know people have seen this before if you're jewellery makers, but some people that are new probably haven't seen this. Now these trays are very useful because I put my pin on the edge of the tray, and the measurement of the black line, if you put where the pin goes into the bead, just cut it where the black line finishes, and I know that's the right length. And then I take my pliers, twist over the top, and what could be easier, you know it's going to be the same length every time, and you have your perfect loop. Now you could do that on the side of your bead and make a nice beaded chain, or you could make the earrings that we've just seen there, but that's just something really, really simple for beginners. But it does make a difference to your jewellery if every single one is the same size and is a perfect circle. There you go. That's a nice little charm on the back of a neck, on an extension chain. Yeah. If you've got your hair up, it just looks nice.
I mean, we can make ours like that now, just to slide onto those lovely torque necklaces.
Well, yes, you can do. You can just do a cluster of them at the front. How lovely that would look, beautiful. Now, I know that's a very simple technique, but it's important if you're going to make your own jewellery.
And how would we, how would I go about starting this lovely little weave we've got on this?
Okay, you start that off the same as you would with...
If the monofilament's too invisible, you can show me the principle with beading, my darling.
Of course I can, of course I can. And I'll do it with the bigger beads.
Just so you can see at home, because it can be quite, monofilament's so visible. There's kits all been allocated now, Debbie, as well, while we've been talking.
I'm not surprised.
So well done you for not
beautiful.
missing out.
And this is such a lovely colour. You normally get that deep amethyst, don't you? But this is really unusual. It's beautiful. It's
so complimentary on your skin, isn't it? It's so light and pretty and,
Absolutely. Right, how do you do that? You do exactly the same as you would a woven bracelet. You start off with 4 little beads in a row and you pass your thread back through 1 bead, as so, and you form a diamond. Then you put, it's exactly the same as the weave that we've done for pearls, but just on a tiny, tiny scale. But I'll show you what to do when you get the other end, because that's what people probably want to know, is how you finish it off. So, difficult to see the holes here actually in this line. So you put 2 on one side, there you go, there's your diamond.
Yeah.
And you put 2 on one side and 1 on the other. And then you cross over, this has got a kink in the end, just cut this off. Cross over your second bead on the one side, push your thread through and pull. And you then got 2 diamonds, okay? First and second. Imagine you've got a long string then of diamonds. How do you join them together?
Yes.
So you literally just, with your monofilament or what have you, cross over the first bead that you started with, as so. I know this is not going to work, but anyway. Cross over and pull into a circle. And then thread your monofilament through a couple of the diamonds. Keep going until it's quite tight.
Yeah.
And then when you get to a certain point, let me show you what I mean. When you get to a certain point, you thread your thread through. Always goes around my tools. Why? Always happens. You thread through to a certain point. When you try and do something quickly, it never works.
You're all right. You're okay, darling.
1. Go on, go through. These have got quite big holes actually, so they should feed through. Be a bit careful with them, but it will go through. It's not wanting to come through, is it? No, it doesn't want to know. If I was doing this at home, it would be going very, very easily. And if you have a problem, you can use your reamer, obviously, and
it's just
make the
naughty little rings.
It is.
As we'd like
there
to
we go.
be.
Going through now.
Just give it a cut.
That's it. So you need to feed it all the way through your diamonds until they are adjacent to each other. They're coming out adjacent
They're
beads.
met again, yeah.
And then just tie a knot, put some clear nail varnish or jewellery glue, and then cut it off. But it's so simple. You just make a ring, basically.
That's the principle of what we've done here
absolutely.
with the monofilament. So that's how you created that beautiful. You got your amethyst there, and then obviously in your kits at home, you're going to get that Madagascan pink rose
really
quartz.
pretty, that one.
Isn't that beautiful? Now we're moments away from launching the blue topaz. What we're going to do in a moment is just look again at some of your wall of fames. We'll unleash the blue topaz, but what can we expect in our little polymer clay bundle that's coming up?
Well, we're looking at a bit of a lovely wooden section. We're going to have a look at some lovely golds and caramel sort of colours, and some wire mesh, which is very good to work with, that I've quickly made something with. But something to complement other colours ready for the festive season.
Fantastic. Shall we have a quick look at a couple of wall of fames, because we've got time? Yeah, come on, let's do it. Let's do it.
Right, this is number 25. This is lovely. This is my latest Wall of Fame entry, Lapis Quartz from JM. Need to win as I spend too much. This is from Hazel in Durham. That's beautiful.
Absolutely, Hazel.
Always in fashion, isn't it? Blue and white.
Absolutely.
Perfect.
You said it at the start of the show.
Yep.
And we love this talk wire gorgeous bracelets. Beautiful colours.
Absolutely gorgeous.
All those pinks. I hope Sue's watching today with all the pinks and the violets we've had in the kits. And it's mystic and clear quartz stones with teeny freshwater pearls and pink quartzite and copper wire. And she says, like a lot of Jewellery Maker viewers, I'm loving working with wire in any form, wrapping, coiling, sculpting. It's so versatile. More antique bronze wire, please. And that's Sue, the lovely Sue. So Sue, good luck for the prize draw on Wednesday. You're number 28 and we love your design. Gorgeous.
This is number 26. These are my colours, they're beautiful. Fingers crossed that this makes it to the wall. I made this set using rutilated quartz from JM and some silver wire which I weaved around them. It adds a nice zing and sparkle. And sparkles beautifully in the sunlight when we actually get some, she says. This is from Nikki in Southampton. That's lovely, it's my sort of colours, beautiful.
Isn't that gorgeous, yeah? And
Really
again, lovely deep. I mean, this is a work of art.
Beautiful.
Fabulous. This is number 27. It's Eleanor in Edinburgh. And it's used in the red jade quartzite, the black onyx, the rutile quartz, the labradorite. Unfortunately, she's not been very well in the last 6 months, but she's been stockpiling on the wonderful gems and the fantastic prices, especially the gems of distinction. She says, I can't wait until I feel better enough to get started. Jewellery Maker has kept me entertained, so thank you all. Eleanor in Edinburgh, well, I hope that is a speedy recovery, my darling, because clearly you're very apt at making your jewellery, and we need to get you making some more, because that is beautiful.
Lovely.
You're number 27.
Very nice.
Alrighty, now, in a moment, I am going to come back and launch. I brought it over for Debbie to see.
It is so beautiful.
And look what's arrived. Naughtiness.
I thought they were hearts over there.
No, they're like little triangles. Aren't they amazing? I've never seen that cut.
No, not me.
Yesterday, I saw the biggest strand of...
I nearly did that.
You shouldn't do it on live TV, though, in front of a camera. It's a bit of a giveaway. We had the biggest carat black spinel I've ever seen. I've never seen them cut like this. All I can say is they all got allocated, like the sky blue topaz there and then, and just the way they drop, just the way they drape down.
Beautiful.
So exciting. Wire wrap one in a ring, and then that blue topaz. I mean, that's just divine. It's just divine. So that's what we've got, as well as our polymer clay bundle in this last hour. And don't forget, there's still availability on those. I mean, just one of those and one of the black torque necklace. You're done, aren't you? Just that one for the guys. Woof. Gorgeous. So please be ready, quick as you can, to get that sky blue topaz, because it flew out. You've got an extra 20 carats today. And that black spinel no one's ever seen. I didn't even see it, Dee Dee didn't even see it, nobody almost saw it. Freddie and Eddie, they arrived and delivered this to us. So we're going to do it next. We're going to do it in a moment.
Beautiful.
And then the bundle.
I know.
Oh, my burst again. Don't go anywhere.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Come along and join in the fun on the Copper Clay Workshop with Jewellery Maker. On this one-day workshop, you will learn how to make your own jewellery using this stunning material, texturing, shaping, cutting and stamping the clay. Also learn how to fire your clay at home using 2 different methods. Make pendants, earrings or charms for a bracelet. You'll learn how to do it all on Jewellery Maker's Copper Clay Workshop. Any tools or equipment you need on the day will be provided, and the workshop also includes a buffet-style lunch, refreshments, a tour of the studios and an opportunity to visit our Gemstone Museum. All for this fantastic price. To book your place, call the number on your screens and one of our help team members will take care of the rest. Make sure to phone early though to avoid disappointment. Jewellery Maker, bringing out the designer in you.
When you place your first order with us, you will receive a free booklet and DVD full of handy hints, tips and tutorials to help you get started with your new Jewellery Maker hobby.
You can now watch clips from Jewellery Maker on our YouTube channel. Get interactive with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B98 9HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
Debbie's just given me a strong coffee with, I think there's a little nip or something in it to recover from the... she's a woman after my own heart, to recover from the spinel, which is about to happen, so excuse me, everybody. And apparently it's dreek. I love this word. I was taught this word on Jewellery Maker in Dumfries. And someone's telling me all my star sign knowledge here. It says, Pisces fish show their choice in either to swim with or against the current. Neither is right or fixed, as Piscean souls need to explore and experience both the frivolous and the depths. Their challenge is to avoid getting stuck in one or t'other. Yes, indeed. That about sums it up. One way I'm this way, one way that way. I don't know where I'm going. It's dreek. It's right dreek up north. Oh,
You Piscean?
I'm a Pisces, yes. There you go. We mustn't get stuck in one or t'other. We've got to explore the depths and be frivolous, which we love as well.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So thank you for that. I'm pretty sure that's the two lovely ladies, mother and daughter, isn't it, up there in Dumfries? I'm pretty sure. Good morning to you. Are you ready? I mean, that spinel and this. It's almost, it's different to yesterday. It's like double heaven. I'm in double bubble. How exciting. Freddie should drop into the studio more often. Look at this now. We have got 50 carats of blue. I know we had the bigger brillettes yesterday. We've got an extra 20 carats. Here it's 28 centimetre strand. I think it was 10 centimetres yesterday. So an extra 18 centimetres. Now, does that mean, given it's an extra 20 carats, that basically that's almost well, it's a good 2/3 of a carat weight extra, isn't it? You know, we're not 50%, it's not, sorry, not 2/3, 40% extra, isn't it, of carat weight. We're going to add a 40% price point because you know the Topaz was an absolute sellout success yesterday. Can you see why? Because again, we're back to our gems of distinction. Remember, these are all hand cut. Just look at that brilliance and that quality. Just look at that beauty. Please dial early. Yes, I had good availability, but probably about 200 yesterday, but they all went. I just want to, if it's all right with you, I don't know if anybody's available to put this up to my neckline, because it is an instant necklace ready to happen, and that's what we've got to put into some sense of proportion. How much you would pay for a sky blue topaz necklace, even on our sister channel. Now look at these blues. Actually, talking about Pisces, this is your birthstone for March, as well as your aquamarine, Debbie, because it's November's topaz, but blue topaz is for March.
Oh, really?
Yes. So we can use the topaz for November babies, but blue for you for March,
lovely.
for Pisces. Yeah, just gorgeous. So that is an entire necklace ready to go. There behind me, the cutting of garnets you see, but it's exactly the same principle. But the actual topaz itself has specifically come from the Minas Gerais region of Brazil. But there, do you see the handcrafting tools there? Firing up, you've got to use the exact temperatures, you've got to cool them when you cut. On the end of the dob stick, I mean, that's a big gemstone that is there. But there's the dob stick on the cutter's wheel, and you can see how deft of hand the cutters. That almost looks like it's our black spinel being cut there, doesn't it? If I show you that shape in a moment, that would, oh look, yeah. I think it might be actually, doesn't it? Beautiful. That's coming up in a moment. I can't wait. That's very Downton. That's on tonight, isn't it? Right. All cut by hand. 3 by 2 by 5 by 3 millimeters. Just ice crisp blue. Look at that glow. Do you remember we talked earlier about every gem, the clarity, seeing the refractivity, that light that is slowed down by the density of the gem's obviously atomic structure, and then the refractivity of gem is what you see back to the eye and the brilliance, and again that journey of light gets stopped by inclusions. Look how flawless every single one of those gems, look how well matched every single one of those gems is. Now this is from our gems of distinction, so all hand faceted. It's Menisceris Brazilian topaz flown over to Jaipur in India for the hand faceting, which is why both internally and externally there is just such amazing surface luster and internal luster. That's why we're getting such a beautiful ice blue brilliance. Just gorgeous. Would you agree? Please don't miss out. I know you might be thinking, oh, now can I afford this fee? It is, you know, I know it's another 20 carats on top of what you had yesterday for 30 carats. That was very, very affordable at just over £20. I've got a great deal for you. Please don't miss out. I know we've had a few amazing strands today with our moonstone and our emerald, but once they're on, they're gone. We've waited a long time to bring you these. It's time to stockpile. It's time to make sure you don't miss out. It's time to make sure you've got them while they're here. That black spinel, this blue topaz, those emeralds, they will not be around come November, come December, because you know we've only just come back from India. We've done the footage. These are the gems that you're seeing, okay? There's no trips planned to India again now before Christmas. Are you ready? OPJK 41. I know, for an extra 20 carats. I believe the 30 carats yesterday went for 20. This is $27.95 for another 20 carats. Every gem hand faceted, hand cut, hand drilled. Just to grasp, if a gem, you know, 10 to 20 minutes, if a gem takes 10 minutes, there's over 100 on this strand. So, you know, 1,000 minutes of your time. So what's 60 into 1,000? That's 10 hours. You're almost talking 20 hours work. A day's work. A day's work for one strand, Chloe. Who's got the patience to do that? That is amazing. That's the labour-intensive, you know, appreciation of bringing out the quality of these gemstones, of not allowing anything to chance. Because you know topaz, the family, can range from the dark blues, the London blues, to the Swiss blues. So the tonality in topaz can be a big variable. Look, could you pick out one there? Chloe's got the close-up for me there. Could you pick out one that is different to the next? Chloe, darling, you give me the close-up. Come here, sweet pea. Come here. You've just come back from India. I know you're not in the footage. This is the lady behind the camera who takes the camera to... You were in India, weren't you, physically with Carol? Yes. How long, if I stand close to you, darling, so we can hear you, excuse bum, how long, I mean, how labour intensive was it to see these, you know, you were there, this is the footage you took, isn't it?
This was taken from a guy called Pramod who works in our Indian office, so this isn't the footage that I took, but it's all very similar to this. But I did say to Paula, the channel manager, that I was really shocked because you hear presenters saying all the time how much work goes into making these strands, but you never actually really appreciate it until you see it. And I was really shocked at how long it takes to just cut a tiny little piece, and then facet it, and then all the processes. And both me and Carol especially, because she's saying it all the time, we were just amazed really. And you don't realise, I thought it would take maybe an hour to make one whole strand, but it actually takes 20 minutes to make one tiny little bead. Yeah. So yeah, we were really shocked, but it was very, very interesting to see the amount of work that goes into this, and it kind of makes you think and appreciate the great prices that we're getting. And I'm not just saying it because I work on Jewellery Maker, but I was actually
humbled by it, really, isn't it?
I actually was, and how much work and effort goes into making these, and then we sell them at ridiculously low prices.
And your footage is being edited as we speak, isn't it? Because you edit your own footage as well, so hopefully we'll see that over the next few weeks. So we'll actually see your camera work there as well, but it's from the same place anyway, so yeah.
Yeah, same factory as this.
Yeah.
This was just somebody else taking a different.
Yeah,
different
so we've got a bit to show you, but
got lots to show.
Thank you, Chloe. Thank you, darling. And Chloe also saw, you know, as I was describing earlier, the silver brushed copper beads, and she was actually even more staggered by the amount of work that goes into the lac beads. But that's a story for another day, isn't it? The lac beads, just unbelievable. We started with just over 200. I'm down to double figures. Okay? So please don't risk it. If you know somebody's out at work or they've gone for Sunday lunch or this is just right up their street, I'll leave it with you. Just get a strand for them right now. So I've got some for tonight's show as well. Good luck. Well, I hope. I don't know. But anybody waiting on the line, you're going to be successful because you've dialed now. Good luck. Do give us a call on the repeat. Remember, yesterday's stock all got allocated there and then, and don't forget what is coming up, because this wasn't planned. Please don't think this is just drama and this is Fee just putting it on and I'm making it up. This was not in the schedule. I'm truly excited about it. This is the gems that Chloe would have seen and has seen in that bit of footage you see with Carol, because that's Chloe's footage, when they are faceting the black spinel there and then, and just, I mean, that is just heaven waiting to happen. 2 of those on a pearl, wrapped in one of those in a ring, one of those beautiful. This is what I want to do. I want to put it on the black torque necklace. I want to put it on one for Jack. Just strand it on that, just for the mask. Just look at that. Just beautiful. Just keep it, and then maybe either side some of those little silver jump rings. You know, just on one of those, and then some of the little silver jump rings, those 5mm jump rings either side, which I will do for you. Make sure we do those. Black spinel's coming. I've got to go see Debbie. Polymer clay bundle first, and then all these extra goodies still looming beside me, and I will do the black spinel. So I'm going to go see Debbie. Oh yes, it's just here. First of all, I'll show you what she's doing. That'd be better, wouldn't it? That'd be a better plan, wouldn't it? Better to show you what she's making, rather than just, you know, bowl over there. Alrighty, we've got all the elements of our polymer clay that we need. And as Debbie quite rightly said, we're going with the bronze colours. Now, Debbie's much more apt at explaining it all than me, but I'll just take it through you briefly. 3 of the gorgeous clay colours. We've actually got this beautiful, beautiful sienna natural colour. It's almost like a Karamak colour, isn't it? We've actually got this beautiful gold. With it's got a pearlescence in it. Am I right in saying that, Debbie? It's got a pearlescence in it, the gold. Yeah. And we've actually got this rich, almost like a chocolate brownie there as well. So there are your 3 Sculpey clay packs. We've got the baking tray, the bead baking tray. When we talk about baking, we're hardening the Sculpey clay. You do it at low temperatures, is why things like the aluminium and the silver and all those other elements can be added to it. And very useful. I see Debbie using this in her workshops, and you can see that in our Hub magazine that she's doing several this month in October, and they are the rods that you actually place through your Sculpey clay pieces to leave on the individual. And I know you can, I forget now, but we can use these windows here, can't we, Debbie? What do we use the windows for again?
They're just if the pendants are too large, or you use them to rest wire pieces on there, or whatever.
And that's essential, isn't it?
Yeah.
So what we got on the screen right now this is the whole bundle, isn't it, darling? This is, just taking you through everything. We've also got the craft foils from the Lisa Pavelka, bold and bright. You've got all the rainbow sheets. These are the colours, actually, if I just turn them around. These are the colours you get. And I've seen Debbie you just rub these onto the clay as well, and they give it a real metallic sheen. It's just beautiful. And you've got the magenta, the blue, the purple, the red, the rainbow, and the actual metallic green there. So lovely metallic foils there. We've also got, what do we call these again, Debbie? These, we waited ages for these. You put them in your beads. The eyelets, thank you, darling. Yeah. You put them when you're making your little charm beads for your bracelets. You put one either side just to give that lovely finish in your polymer clay beads, and that can go on to our Karma charms as well, our bracelets that we make, or you can make your own out your macrame. So that is, how many of those? Is there 100? There's loads, I know that. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like 100 silver plated on the copper. So we've got the copper, but we've got the silver plate, so a lovely finish there. So you've got 100 of those. And then this is the interesting one. This is what I'm fascinated with. This is beautiful. This is actually wire mesh ribbon. And it feels like ribbon. It feels like a very, 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 very fine chainmail. And I won't meddle with this, but you can literally open it out and stretch it over your piece. So you can create those wings like you did with the organza bags. You can wrap it around gemstones. You can wrap it around beads. Debbie will talk more about this, but they are what's the length on these? Is it tell you what, it's a meter, isn't it? It's a meter. It's a meter of each. But when you start to stretch it out, it's actually made of wire. It's fascinating stuff. It is like macrame fine chainmail wire, but you wouldn't believe how soft it is. It feels like a beautiful ribbon. It feels like a beautiful soft ribbon, but it's actually very finely knit wire. You've got the bronze and the gold. Now again, Debbie will talk more about this because obviously she's the expert and she's beautifully incorporated it in her designs. But you're getting all of this in your polymer clay bundle. So we're thinking the bronzes, the golds, the autumnal shades. I've got some lovely gemstones we can incorporate with this kind of colour scheme as well. It is going to be a very special Sunday bundle. We couldn't have Debbie on the show without doing something special with the polymer clay because it would just be wrong. It's just against the law of Jewellery Maker. To buy them separately from Jewellery Maker, you're looking at £43. Now that's the first time I've seen the wire mesh ribbon. Is it the first time we've had it on the show?
We've had it quite a while,
have we
actually.
had it quite a while?
Yeah, I think we had it in, we've still got it in grey and pale turquoise and coppers and bronzes and steel grey. We've got it in all sorts of colours, pink.
Yeah. I just haven't seen it. Pass me by.
I think we're starting to put them into kits and things as well now.
Yeah. It's just good to remind ourselves what else is out there.
Something different, yeah.
And this could cost us close to, well, it's over £43, isn't it? 43 pence, she said. £43 and 33 pence to buy all of these from our own website, not comparison with anybody else's, because we know we're going to beat the competition hands down in terms of the savings. So what's the bundleicious price saving today? Let's make it gorgeous like Debbie, and let's make it massive. Oh, £20 off practically, £24.95. And again, you've got a great introductory pack to a brand new entity of workmanship, of craftsmanship. So again, a great gift idea. You know how earlier we did with the Jewellery Maker trays and the Jewellery Maker strands? And let's do it with our polymer clay. And then let's book ourselves on a polymer clay course with Debbie. Let's get in there on the 8th of October, a week tomorrow. We can come and learn more. We can do the actual advanced polymer clay on the 22nd of October. Or we can look for a red letter day later on, or just hold back and just think, we'll get them this, and then I'll send them on a red letter day next year with Debbie. Or she's doing chainmail, as you know, on the 20th of October. My goodness, we're really getting the most out of you, aren't we, darling?
Absolutely.
She's so busy, working hard. Actually, I'm going to go straight over to Debbie because really it's nice to see these components, but to see them in action is something else. So, and Debbie's the expert when all's said and done. And I want to talk about that metallic ribbon because shall I bring mine? It's absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, I do.
I've got a bit there. And our eyelets. And
I have got a little bit here. Just
have you, darling?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah. Just shave ruining.
Sorry, everybody.
Save ruining that.
Yeah, thank you, darling.
Okay. Yes,
Oh,
this ribbon
good, yeah.
is lovely.
Oh, it's delicious,
is absolutely
isn't it?
beautiful. Now, I didn't have this until I came in this morning, so the things I've made with this, I've rushed during the show. But if you can see, if I hold this ribbon to the camera, is that all right, Chloe? If I pull it, see that quite close? Yeah, if I pull, can you see it comes apart?
Oh, I love it.
But it stays. Or if you twist it, being metal, it stays.
Oh.
So, and you can also put it back to how it was. I mean, I can just open that up and just flatten it out again and reuse it, and it goes back to how it was. So you're not really going to ruin it if you make it into different shapes. Now, I have used it in a necklace, but you can also, if I'd have had more time, you can stretch it over wire. Can you see that? And make flowers, or you can do butterfly wings, or what have you.
Yes.
And this is really scruffy because I haven't done it properly, done it really, really quick. But you can see the idea. You can stretch it over to do corsages or what have you. So it's
and you
quite
said
useful.
You could wrap it around beads as well.
You can put beads inside it.
Yeah.
You can put beads inside there. I've got a couple of beads. Excuse me, it's going to disappear.
Oh, I see. So it's like a little cylinder. Sorry, I didn't realise that. You just opened it out from the middle. Oh, look.
So you put it in.
It's like a sweetie.
That's right. You put it in like that and do a row of beads. See?
That is beautiful.
Now I would actually put a jump ring either side or some wire
I was
because
just
the
gonna say,
weight of it.
how would you finish that off, Debbie, so it doesn't...
Well, it won't come undone.
Oh,
but just
right,
in
won't fray.
case, if these are quite heavy, gemstones are quite heavy. If I was to put clay in them, I wouldn't bother.
It's tubular, you see. I didn't realise that. It's like a
Yeah,
tight.
It is.
Oh,
So-
look.
If you twist it hard enough, it will stay. See?
Yes.
You do necklaces of different sized gemstones, and the colour sort of shows.
Yeah, that's fantastic. I'm
Okay.
fascinating. Fascinated. But these are some of the designs that you've made using the polymer clay. And let's start with the I mean, this is fabulous.
I've made that during the show and baked it, so it's done really, really quickly. And I mean, really quickly.
Isn't
but
that beautiful?
It is nice to use, actually. Just a little bit different.
It's so fetching, and they're the flowers, of course, that corsage of flowers, and then all draping down to that is beautiful. Absolutely, isn't that? I mean, that's fantastic. That's a work of art. It's just so beautiful, so beautiful. And then again, this is this our yes? Oh, there's lovely
rubber tubing.
Rubber tubing, yes.
Which I like a lot, actually. I do like that. In fact, you can almost feed those torque through the rubber tubing and use that as the clasp if you wanted to, which is a good idea.
Genius.
And then I've done a pendant which is like a wood grain.
Beautiful, and then if you can see that around the neckline there as well, beautifully finished with some gemstones, some lighter agates there.
Well, I actually cut some other rubber and I made it too short, so I thought, I'll put some smaller,
I like that.
thinner rubber, and that didn't work. And then I had 2 pieces of thin rubber, and I thought, what can I do with those? So I made the ring.
Fabulous. No waste with our Deborah. Look at this. And that's one of your little beads that you've made with the eyelets. Yeah. So a very fashionable piece there. Lovely
I don't know
ring.
whether people would use it or not, but use it as a toggle clasp or something, you know, something like that.
And a bracelet. Now this has got some of your leaf foil on it,
Yes,
hasn't it?
that was from the last time I was on, actually, that we had leaf, but just to show the different
colours.
Just the way you can use them.
Beautiful. So you can literally make your own little charms there.
You can.
And then we've got this beautiful feature necklace as well. I'll just push this in front, and you use the
using
foils. Here. Yeah.
I use the purple foil on there and just put little stripes onto the clay. Now, I didn't know I was doing this until Friday. I have to say, Dee Dee sent me a note to say I was using gold, and my gold polymer clay is not the gold that's in the pack, so it's a little bit darker.
Okay, darling. I think I can live with that.
There's 3 different golds, and
yeah,
I didn't know which one, so it's very similar, very similar. I'll show you in a moment. And that again is a pendant using the wood sort of look, and just picking up some of the gemstones.
And a banglette and another necklace.
A bangle that I wanted to make it look again like wood.
Yeah, it really does, and you've combined the clays there, haven't you?
Yeah.
Beautiful. And then fabulous. Lovely bit of injection of foils there.
A bit of dotty
the reds and the
necklace.
purples there.
Bit of a fun necklace that, really, but just a bit of fun.
So great for the autumn colours, this kit, isn't it?
Oh yes, because you can put whatever colour you want with them, really. Whatever colour you want, you can. You know, anything will go with these. Absolutely anything.
What do you want to show me, darling?
I'll show you how to do the wood grain.
Lovely, yes.
All right, and also show you the eyelets. Let's show you the eyelets first, actually, because they are lovely to work with. They really
these are get 100 of those.
That's right. So, I did this last time I was on, but bear with me because it is such a fashionable shape to use in your jewellery at the moment.
Can I be a tinker and just hold that up, because that's such a good look of the 3 colours there.
Those are the 3 colours. Now the colour I had at home, if I got a bit left,
very autumnal,
was that colour gold.
Oh yes.
You see, it's slightly different.
Yours, I'd say, is more 18 carat. Mine's 9 carat.
Yeah, this is called gold. That's called 18 carat. Funnily enough.
There we go.
So I thought the
I
gold
didn't even know
was
that, but that's what it looks like to me.
That's right. So I've just put these through my pasta roller, through my pasta machine, to make them nice sheets of clay, and to cut your rounds. I think I said this before. This is out of the starter kit, the cutter, and I just put a little mark on here with a permanent marker, just so I know this is the cutter I use every time to use to make my beads. So if I just do one, just to show you, cut out the round. So every bead is going to be a uniform size.
That looks like melted chocolate.
It does.
I know I'm obsessed, but it does.
It does, it does. So just put that in your hand and make a round, okay? I'm going to put that onto my tile, and then you can use either something like a cable needle or a needle tool such as this, or even just the top of a biro if you want to. Just push a hole through. It doesn't matter if it flattens because that's the shape we want. Turn it over and make another hole. I'm going to pick it up and just push the end of my needle tool in, because actually I want the hole to be quite big. Start off with a small hole and then start making a larger hole. See, that's quite a large hole there. And then literally just press your eyelets in either side.
And that is ready to bake now in our baking
And that's ready
tray.
to bake. And last time I used the extruder and actually put some little squiggles on.
It's like a pipette extruder, isn't it? It's
And
like,
then what you can do...
I like the squiggles.
What you can do, if I just pop that down a second, this is what I did last time I was on, but I know it was quite popular. Theme that we have a lot of on the website that use the jewel enamel. You then rub on the top. I did this with black beads last time I was on, but it just gives
a sheen, a metallic
just sheen. It just picks up
the patterning of
with
that
black.
you created. Yeah.
Yeah, with black when you put this on, it looks almost like gunmetal. It looks like a metal bead.
Yeah. Because
So-
it's dark on dark, so you want to make a feature of it, don't you?
Exactly. So that's something you can do, but it's just such a popular shape at the moment, isn't it? It's on all the bracelets.
Yeah.
Right, so how do you do the wood? So you need 3 pieces of clay, approximately the same size. So we just cut that a minute, whoops. Cut that sort of to size. And I'm going to make a spiral cane. So I'm going to put 1, 2, 3 pieces of clay on top of each other. All right. And I'm going to just cut that at an angle and start to roll.
Looks like a lovely fudgy torpedo.
Oh dear. And do the same the other side. That's it. And do the same the other side at an angle. So when you push it together, you don't see any of the colour underneath. Okay. Now, what I want to do with this is to make it sort of square or rectangular. It's just easy to slice. And I actually want to push this so it's quite a fat cane. So just push it down. That sounded very strange then, Fee.
And now it's a Swiss roll.
It is. Okay.
Oh, I love the squidging.
Then we slice it. Okay. Now you can slice it from either angle, either sideways or this way. I like to do it this way, so I get more out of it. And the further in you go, the more it starts. If you had more swirls, it would look better, I have to say.
You can't tell me you're not all thinking what I'm thinking now.
What's that? Can you see how, if you had lots and lots... If I was to do this at home, I would probably do a spiral that was about that big.
Oh.
About 2 inches across.
Right.
And then you get about 12 rings. And when you cut into it, you get like the rings on a tree.
Oh.
You know, can you see that the sort of look of wood? Yeah,
should
the more
certainly
you
go into
slice...
confectionery, Debbie.
Should I?
Yes.
The more you slice, can you see how it sort of looks like wood?
Yes.
So the more rings you have, the larger the cane, obviously the more it's going to look like it. Another way of doing it is the cheats way of doing it, which normally works out just as well, is just to take lots and lots of strips of your clay and just twist it. Make that into
so if
a
you had
sausage.
some scrap ends, then
Exactly.
that's what you can do, isn't it?
That's right. And just twist it. And then it becomes striped. And then you can do the same. You can just slice into it and you'll get like a different sort of pattern, but you can use that as like a wood grain as well.
Beautiful.
So it's a nice way of doing it. And the more you work the gold, the more the mica powder will come to the surface and become more shiny. You'll see on some of my pieces here, when I've polished it, the gold really comes out.
Yeah.
The more and more I've polished the bracelet, the more it looks like wood. And the same with the pendant there. You can see the gold, the mica really comes to the surface, and looks beautiful. This I've just polished. This hasn't been varnished. This is just polished.
Beautiful.
But it looks more like wood. Okay.
Marvellous. Fabulous, Debbie. Thank you very
All right,
much, my
that's
darling.
okay.
We're going to have a quick look at the last few Wall of Fames. We're going to launch the spinel. Still quite a bit to do, but we know that was very, very popular. 50% of the stock was allocated while we were just talking. So please take advantage on the repeats quickly rather than, you know, sooner rather than later. And let's just have another look at some of your designs this week. Snowy's back again.
Oh, number 24. This is from
Yes.
Lynn in Nottingham. Oh, this is beautiful.
I really love Snowy. I wish Snowy was real. I really do.
No, look. That is absolutely gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. You've asked a question at the end of this. You're coming to the Hobbycraft show at the NEC.
Ah, no, I don't know.
Does it have scooters or wheelchairs for hire? Do you know? I've got a feeling it does.
I would say so.
I
would definitely lay money on
contact
it.
the ICHF, which is the company that runs the craft fairs, and they'll be able to tell you.
Yeah.
ICHF, if you Google that, they'll be able to tell you.
And I dare say the NEC's website as well, because I'm pretty sure they do, just
I'm
given
sure
all the
I've
other
seen
things
them,
that I've been to
actually.
there, and doing fairs there.
I'm sure they do. But lovely to see you there.
And these are fantastic, very in keeping with what we've just shown you. Number 31, and June in design silver findings. She says they were made for a friend who was on a cruise with substantial shoulder sweeping style, and she enjoyed the show yesterday. Gosh, that's lovely, June. Absolutely fantastic. They've got such style. You are number 31. Good luck for Wednesday's prize draw.
And this is number 23. This is beautiful. It's attachmentary for the Wall of Fame with Morganite chips, and I'll be keeping this for myself. I'm not surprised.
Not surprised,
Look at
Morganite. Definitely.
Isn't that delicate? That's beautiful. You're number 23 from Anne.
And lovely to see the rainbow hematite coming through now. This is Julie Livingston, and she was inspired by Hayley's designs last Sunday. And she says, keep the fun of the bargains coming. We will. Good luck, you're number 22. That's Julie Livingston. Well, thank you, Debbie. I know we didn't quite get a chance to explore the foils, darling.
That's okay.
Perhaps another day, but I know we've got that... you do it in your courses anyway, and we have shown it on the show.
Yeah, and I'm
before,
on
haven't we?
next weekend, so perhaps I can do something then.
There you go. I've got, it's because it's so packed, isn't it? There's so
I know,
much-
I
We've got to
know.
catch up with the challenge at the end as well.
Okay.
If she's had any time, bless her, to make anything. Oh, do you know what? I do try to avoid, but I trip over every time. Let's launch the black spinel. We've got the smoky quartz and citrine necklace set as well. 120 carats. Say that again to me, darling. 120 carats. And do you remember what we had yesterday? That is I'm just trying to remember. That is beautiful. Yeah. These are gorgeous. But what we have got as well is, can you see this cut? It is totally different from anything we've ever seen. Anything I've ever seen on Gems TV, let alone Jewellery Maker. And I know Belinda and I absolutely adore this beautiful, beautiful gem. Look how it's drilled through the top there. Just the faceting. You know from everything we've explored and talked about today, Chloe and I, how these are all faceted by hands, how we are talking about one of the most precious, beautiful, valuable black gems with a greater luster, forgive my repetition, but it's the only way I can describe it, than black diamonds. And with that trilliant, really full, bulbous trilliant cut, you are exploring every avenue of this beautiful gem's black magic, because it's known as the gem of alchemy, the black magic, the black spinel. And you think that is all faceted by, I mean, that on a ring, how beautiful. Let me just set the scene. That on a ring, how beautiful. Wow, wow, wee wow. Isn't that beautiful? That is ready to happen. That on 2 drops on a pair of earrings, maybe with a little silver finding on top, or gold, you know. So you've got a ring and 2 earrings there alone. We're going to have such amazing value built into this price point, 120 carats. Just the drops hanging from, I'm sure, I mean, Alan's design yesterday was just very just beautiful, Alan Fox. I mean, just look how dynamic they are on the neckline. And I know lovely Belinda got the necklace from me on Gems TV. She got the strand yesterday so she can make her earrings or a bracelet. But this is very different again. And anybody else who was lucky enough to be successful, but if you missed it, there's the hand faceting. It's from our Gems of Distinction. It wasn't scheduled. It's my favourite. It's in my top 3, my absolute favourite. I just adore, adore, adore black spinel. Rare, rare, rare. Incredible luster, incredible nobility of beauty and spirit, and just unbelievable. You've got to see it, you've got to hold it, you've got to touch it, you've got to feel that quality, because it is unlike any other black gemstone. It supersedes, as far as I'm concerned, the beauty of black diamonds. They're rarer than black diamonds. This gem family is rarer than a lot of its counterparts. The reds are rarer than the rubies, the pinks are rarer than your pink sapphires, it's up there with your pink diamonds. Your black spinel's rarer than your black diamonds. The amazing cut, so elegant, so dynamic, 120 carats, and on average on the strand, like I said, 3, 6, 9, 11. So 11 rings, 5 pairs of earrings and a ring. Just beautiful. Just the way they sit, the way they hang. Just I can't believe you've got so much spinel in each one. So say if there's 10, I know there's about 11 on the strand there, but if for 10, you're looking at 12 carats a piece. And of course, don't forget, you know, Chloe just stood next to me and explained how each of those rondelles on the Topaz, you were talking 20 minutes on average per gemstone. This takes longer. This kind of cut takes longer because what you're trying to do, can you see how even the equilateral triangle is? That space equals that space, which equals that side. It's an equilateral triangle. So that is an absolute perfect cut. And can you see the faceting? See how it meets, you know, it meets the other side and it doesn't overlap, and it's just perfect and beautiful, and exploring the whole depth and the richness of this beautiful precious gemstone. Just look at that twinkle. Absolutely flying out, Debbie. I mean, I've never seen anything quite like it. I mean, I was nearly having kittens yesterday when I saw that black spinel, but quite frankly, I mean, if Priscilla can come to ice, good heavens.
As you said, on a ring. Oh, just beautiful.
Fine.
Just stunning. Do you know what might look really nice? And I know they're coming back big time come the winter because of all the jackets that are coming in, and the tweedy jackets, is a lovely brooch made with like a circle of them or something, just with some pearls, or that would look really lovely.
Let's make it. Oh, beautiful. Love that idea. Just love the black spinel. You need it in your life. I'm telling you, I don't want to be one to tell you anything, but you need it in your life. You just will not regret that. You could charge that price just for one of these in a ring, and you and I both know that. But don't even charge it. Don't give it away. Make it for yourself. You give yourself a 12-carat black spinel ring. It's just under that because there's over 11 on the strand, roughly. About 11 on average. Under £20. I only had 100. And I've got how many? 200, sorry. And I've got 50 left. Oh, you need to be on those phone lines now. I'm literally showing you what you saw in the footage of the black spinel cutting that Carol sat next to that we kept showing you yesterday. I mean, it's just divine. Look at that against skin tone. There's nothing quite like it. Nothing can compare with it. You know, anybody's met me on the Rocks Academy, you know, I talk about black spinel. It truly is. I could have brought my ring in actually today because it was in my box at my sister's, and I thought, oh, mustn't forget to bring that one home. And but I didn't know I was having any black spinel today, so I didn't even think to bring it in. But it's my favourite piece of jewellery. I had to get my sister one. I love Belinda, bless her, because she got me some black spinel yesterday, but I'm going to treat Belinda. But please don't miss out, because we started with 200, there's less than 50 left. I don't think life gets any better. How can you follow black spinel like that? But I'm going to. Yeah, please don't miss out. ZNIK77. Just the best. The best, the daddy-o, the duke, the prince, the king. It rocks, it rules. Only a few chances left. Between that and the blue topaz, goodness me. Well, I showed you this earlier, and it's absolutely exquisite. Where is your jewellery going to take you in these gems of distinction to another realm? Now, we've talked about the faceting. I've just lost, what did I do with my tweezers? I'm sure oh, there we go. Let's just look at the faceting here, because it is exquisite. Absolutely exquisite. Look at this. Let me just nestle that against those there. Can you see this beautiful twistedness? Yeah, but can you see the faceting on the twisting? It's like a beautiful pear. Forgive me, my fingers have been all over it, so it will look even shinier as well. But it's beautiful pear cut. But then faceted around the sides as well. You see that? Yeah, sorry about my smudgy fingerprint, but yours won't have that because it'd be nicely polished. That is beautiful and drilled through the side, through the top there. So this absolute beautiful, perfect, twisted brulette of a smoky quartz. Then another that is sort of more bulbous, you know, like Debbie just squashed her little donut, as it were, down. This is almost like the pear just squashed down again into more of a rounded shape. So you've got two of these gorgeous, rich, smoky quartz, beautifully cut gemstones. Then we've got a strand of real buttery gold, Madeira citrine, and I say that because the orange glows are less lemon and more orangey, aren't they? That with gold, oh, just delicious. One of our high-end strands. Don't forget, every single one of those gemstones cut by hand. And you look at the size of them, you think, my word, that takes some dexterity, doesn't it? Look, that, you see I said gold as my nail varnish. Yeah, that is a real golden colour. This is Debbie all over. These are her colours. I want to drape her in these. Just lovely. They just suit your colouring, your hair, darling.
They do.
They really do.
Beautiful.
And then the smoky quartz as well. Beautiful. What's that, darling? Oh, Dee Dee wants to drape you in them as well. She agrees with me. Because they're just beautiful, these autumn shades. Smoky quartz. Now, it's called a necklace kit, but of course you can use this in whichever entity you so desire. I mean, it's not for us to say, but the reason we're calling it that is because, oh dear, it's just too beautiful for words, is because of the findings as well. Sterling silver findings, but I'm very tempted to add gold with these luxurious finished pieces. And we've got a lot of the sterling silver findings here as well. What we've got is, you know, earlier I was saying about finer chain. This is solid silver. Solid silver. I said, you know, with the 0.25 or a smaller gauge of the metal wire, we can create the drapes, the little drops that hang from the gemstones. So that is my sterling silver, beautiful chain. And it's actually, that feels long to me. Is that 11 inches, darling? Because it's necklace. That's longer than 9. "10 inches, there we go. I knew it was longer than 9. 10 inches of 95 sterling silver. Then, what was that, darling? The lobster clasp, which is sterling silver, is 10 by 5 millimeters. And then 0.3 mil wire, so we could actually thread that through our links. And we've got how much, a meter? Or 24 inches there, to be exact. 24 inches of sterling silver 0.35 millimeter wire. Then you've got the sterling silver jump rings, 12 of those, and 2 sterling silver balls. So these are all your silver components. So the wire, the chain, the balls, the carabiner, 12 of the jump rings. They look about 6, are they? Are they millimeter wise? What size are they, darling? Whoa! And he scattered those all over the floor. Yeah. Oh, I've just knocked everything all over the floor. Sorry, everybody. That's a 5, so they look bigger. Actually, they could be. They look like 7 to me. They look like 7. Sorry, I've knocked a star on the floor, Chloe, if you ever think of it. So, UDNG 19. So lots of silver, lots of luxury. 2 beautiful brulettes. Very distinctive, well-cut individual gemstones there, plus the citrine and plus the actual silver chain. Jack, darling, I just dropped a star on the floor. I'm so sorry. I'll say it now because I don't want to forget. That's good. Thank you, darling. I can actually give this a measure now, those jump rings. Huh? It just... Well, it's saying 5. They looked a bit bigger than that to me. They're 5. They're 5. There we go, 5 millimeter. Forgive me, they looked a bit bigger to me, but there you go. Good to be exact, isn't it? Let's give you a fantastic bundle price. Oh, my word. All of that quality. I mean, I'd pay that just for the gemstones and the actual beautiful. Don't forget, all cut by hand in Jaipur. And just let me put those to the forefront so you can see those, because they're getting hidden by the blackness. And then your gemstones. Look at those beautiful gems. Brazilian citrine and smoky quartz there. Heavenly quality. All of the sterling silver. Just I mean, that's 2 bracelets ready to happen, really, if I'm honest, with the silver chain as well, with the wire as well, the 0.35mm sterling silver wire. Isn't that gorgeous? $24.95. Just amazing. UDNG 19. Yeah, I promised you the jump rings. Do you remember earlier with the silver, the 3rd kit with the amethyst? I said I'll do a quick one of these, and I'll get while I got my measure, and then I'll go and see Debbie. And sorry, well, I'll find that star that I dropped on the floor. Yeah, they must be 4mm then, because they just feel. This says they're 5. Well, that one said am I reading this all the wrong way? I mean, they must be 7. Yeah. Yes, I'm reading it all wrong. Daft Fiona. These are 5mm, silver-plated copper, and the big ones you just saw in that necklace set were 6. So there you go. And they were sterling silver in that necklace set. Just so you know, these are silver-plated copper, and you get how many? 100. So we wanted to do these so that you could have more in our 2 high-end kits today. Never seen before? 5mm, 100 silver flash. We talked about the difference between silver flash. I want to be correct about this. There is a big difference between your vermeil, your plating, and your silver flash. This does get built into the affordability, okay? Because the micron thickness is, memory says right, 0.175 of the silver. 100 pieces of these on your copper. Let's give you a great affordability. $5.95, 100. We can do our chain mail. We can create our chains ourselves, our dangles, our charms. Do you remember that fitted beautifully around? I threaded them onto those gorgeous talks. Remember, thousands of those. We started with over 500 went. And I said, if you wanted to create your little gemstones, those 5mm, just create little clusters. It went over the end of my over the end, didn't it? Beautifully there. So there we go. Just pile them on. And then you just have that one of those beautiful black spinels. 100 of those. There's still a few of these available. So watch back on the repeat as well, or ask the call centre. You know there's 14 gorgeous different colours stainless steel talks. Can I have some, please? So they went over easily, and then we can just create. I said just one of those black spinels and a black one. There's your brother's present done. Beautiful. So make sure you don't miss out. Great price. I promised you I'd do them, but I also promised I'd have a catch up with our Debbie as well. So trying to pack it all in the show, isn't it? Oh, gosh, it's never ending. It's never ending. Love those. Love those. They're a bargain. Deal. What's been the deal of the day, Debbie? I mean, there's been so much. Is it the Topaz? Is it the Black Spell? Is it these? Is it? I mean, goodness. Is it? Who
knows? It's just loads of them. Could you bring across that necklace?
It's certainly, because of course that was one of your creations. Out of those. We'll see the black spinel ever again. No, they're all got to go. This is why Belinda was so sweet to me yesterday. Thank you, darling.
Thank you.
There we go. Fantastic. Thanks, sweetheart. Yeah. So we finished. You actually managed to make some, and I don't mean that in a condescending way.
I know.
You're just so busy.
I know.
Just so busy. I thought she won't have time to do anything, but she has. Look, I love this. Now, we talked a lot about how much work goes into these copper beads, these e-coated silver-plated copper beads. The amount of different processes. There must be on average about 18 different stages they have to go through before they're made. And what did you say, Claire? How many hours per... what do we, 2 hours? Probably, yeah, about 2 hours per bead. Per bead.
That's amazing. Absolutely amazing.
And you've put yours on this lovely, simple suede cord. Attached another. Oh, this is great because there was the tassely one, wasn't the cone?
Yeah, the cone.
I didn't twig.
I just love that cone.
Lush, lush.
Actually. Yes. I like that.
Love that.
I love it.
Simple's
love
good.
it, love it, love it.
Love it. I love it more. I love it more.
I wear that a lot with a nice black polo neck in the winter.
We need to make another one.
Yes.
And then you had the white quartz, and again one of those feature beads there. Beautifully done, Debbie. Beautiful.
Thank you. Just very simple.
But you see how much that silver shines?
I
just
know,
gorgeous.
it's so beautiful.
The quartz is glowing. And a pretty pair of earrings.
Just a couple.
Yeah. You've got the ones with the wood, and then, oh, a little bit of a twist there, like that, kinky. Lovely, I love the wood. This is our Icicle bundle, a collection which you can see on the screen right now for $19.95. You've got the strand of the double drilled white quartz, you've got a strand of the lovely ivory cream wood, you've got a strand of the aluminium silver coloured chain, and you got the white quartzite 2 pendants, and you got 7 of the silver e-coated copper beads. That's beautiful. I like that because it shows you just breaking it up.
Yeah, I just done it in 3 sections and just popped some little of the white quartz in between just to hold it apart. Otherwise, it would all disappear down the bottom of the necklace.
Oh, so you've done what, darling? Say that again.
I just put a couple of beads in between, like stoppers.
Yes.
Otherwise, it would
clunk.
just clunk together.
Yes.
But don't think you just have to use it as chain. It can be used as almost a pendant.
Yes.
If you like. Or you can wire it into a circle or
that looks
what have
fantastic.
you. Yeah. And I do like these, you know, just as a bracelet. I mean, don't do anything with it.
No.
I've sold these quite a lot just as a bracelet.
Really?
Because I think they're just nice, just as a simple chain.
Look how nice that looks on you, and you've got your silvery jumper on.
Oh, yeah, just
beautiful.
nice like that.
Now, we've had a question, darling.
Yep.
Your little, you know the little shine you put on your lac bead to make it, you know the brown one to make it shine, you said you used it on the black and made it look like gunmetal.
Yep.
What was it?
It's called Gleam, and it's on the website, and you've got 3 in a pack. I think they have the silver pack, which has silver gunmetal and I don't know what it is, it's like a black shine. And you've got purple, orange, one comes with the jewel enamel kit. You've got lots of different colours on the website. It's called Gleam.
Gleam. So just have a little look on www.jewellerymaker.com. Chloe's just having a quick look to see if we can categorise it specifically for you. Looks like a little pot of lip balm, doesn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. What was that under, Chloe? Well, how did you... she's logged in.
Other accessories.
Go into other accessories.
And then type jewel enamel.
And then type jewel enamel.
Yeah. There's one that has shades of turquoise in it. Absolutely beautiful.
Gorgeous.
It just gives that metallic glow to things. It's gorgeous.
Gorgeous.
Really, really nice.
Fantastic.
Yeah. There are a lot of them on the website at the moment.
Fabulous.
Yeah.
So the Icicle bundle, $19.95. When will we see you again, Debbie? Because I know you've got your workshops. We'll keep you very busy in October.
Saturday and Sunday. You'll get sick of me. I'm on both days.
We're never
I don't know what
sick of
I'm
you.
doing. It doesn't tell me, but I will be on here Saturday and Sunday.
Come rain or shine.
We will see what I'm
We'll
doing.
give you a surprise. We'll give you something gorgeous, and she'll make some gorgeous. I'm going to do another quick bundle. Let's do a bundle with you, Dahlia. Let's stay where we are. We're going to, because we've got a couple of minutes left, and let's just pack the show with. Because yesterday, I mean, I was fed my obsession, which obviously is black spinel, but my other obsession, as you know, Debbie, is. Yes, indeed. And I was given none yesterday. I was devoid. But I had black spinel. I know.
And green, of course, being the good colour.
Oh, quick, get your magazine out. Get your magazine out, Debbie. I forgot all about that with the emeralds.
This
Silly
is
fee.
Giorgio Armani's latest collection. And that is what he thinks the next season will be.
I think
every shade of green.
Green.
Every shade of green you can imagine. And then another one of his collection is this beautiful dress. Have you seen in one of the Sunday magazines?
That's why
tie-dye.
Emeralds are a must.
Absolutely.
That's why this green strand here.
That is going to be everywhere.
Fabulous. Isn't that fantastic?
Yeah, there's a lot of coppers coming into the shops rather than the blacks, so much in chocolate and coppers, so these will go beautifully.
Like your
green
bundle.
is very, very popular.
Seen
every
in green.
shade. Yes, every shade.
Let's do this bundle then, because we've got a lovely green gemstone strand here of the fantastic agate, and you've got Botswana, and you've got the little millimetre rounds as well. So, again, those autumn shades, beautiful, aren't they? I mean, look at that banding.
Oh, lovely.
Got a fantastic price point for you. Let's end on a high. Let's end with a little bundleicious bit of gorgeousness. It's been jam-packed. Hope you watch the repeats. Hope you don't miss out. Whatever you do, make sure you're dialing early. Well done to everybody who was successful as well on those key pieces. You've got your gorgeous forest green agate and then the 2 strands of that beautiful Botswana. And I know you're a fan of the Botswana as well.
Love it, love it.
You've just simply restranded it, haven't you? I've seen that on your bracelet. I've done exactly the same. And the Royal of the Agates there, $14.90. I mean, just look at that one. Look at it. It's just silly.
Just beautiful.
It's so beautiful. It's just daft. That looks like a sweetie. That's just beautiful. Gorgeous. And I mean, look at this one. This. Oh, couldn't even draw that.
Gee, these would be good for Christmas. Oh, yeah, my Christmas decorations. Look at that lady with the heart. With these
yes.
green hearts with these. It'd be nice as a Christmas decoration or something.
Oh,
gold ribbon.
That'd be beautiful. I'm there. And then, of course, I've got Botswanas to make beautiful jewellery with.
Absolutely.
Make you know that lovely little ring you did earlier?
Oh, yes,
with the third. Yeah. Oh, and then, because of all those different colours just meshing together in that technique. If you missed that, it was the 3rd kit. Debbie showed the technique of how to do the weave little ring there as well.
I just make lots of beady beads out of
Would
these.
you?
Just in
Yeah.
one.
Oh, beady beads. We've had another text as well. We had lots of texts. I'm sorry we didn't get to read them all out. The show's been so packed. This is Christine in Yorkshire, and she says, "Hi ladies, please ask Debbie how many strands of elastic she would use when making a stretchy bracelet." That's Chrissy in South Yorkshire.
Well, the elastic that you get from Jewellery Maker is about 3 times as thick as that you'll probably get in the shops. So use JM elastic for one thing. If you're using very, very heavy gems, I would put 2 strands through and tie them separately, so they're on separate knots. So if one goes, you've got a chance of the other one.
Good
but
top
really,
tip.
one strand with the Jewellery Maker elastic should be strong enough, but just in case.
That's usually what I've seen everybody make, and you know, the way it goes,
Yeah, some of the elastic you can buy in the shops is really thin. You can almost pull it and it breaks, but this you can't.
There we go.
No.
So, and I like the idea, do the knots separately, so you've got a backup plan.
Yes.
Alrighty, it's come to the close of the show. We hope you've enjoyed it. I've certainly enjoyed having your company. Thank you for Debbie for all your hard work, darling, as always. We'll see you next weekend, Saturday and Sunday.
You will.
And have a great Sunday afternoon. Enjoy your Sunday dinner. Enjoy your jewellery making. Thank you for watching. It's been an absolute pleasure. I'll see you again soon. Have a great weekend. Bye.
Bye.
You can watch Jewellery Maker live every day from 9 till 1 on Sky 655, Virgin 756 or FreeSat 807. Get creative with Jewellery Maker.
The Jewellery Maker Wall of Fame is where you get to showcase your skills as a jewellery designer. And each week, one lucky entrant will win £100 credited to their Jewellery Maker account, and the runner-up receives £50. If you want to enter your design, just send a photo to studio@jewellerymaker.com, or you can post your photos to Wall of Fame, Coloured Rocks Limited, Unit 2D, Eagle Road, Moonsmote, Redditch, B989HF. Good luck and happy jewellery making.
We all know you need the right tools for the job, so here at Jewellery Maker we have designed a kit to make sure you have all the essentials to join in with the fun. With round nose, flat nose and wire cutter pliers, as well as a reamer, tweezers and a bead scoop, you've got everything you need in one place for just $9.95. We provide the tools, you provide the skills.